wait.
Exactly.
So something had you right. Something
Exactly.
had to happen in that moment of time for her to get those sweets.
Probably
Yeah.
gave her something else
Right.
to cure cravings.
Oh, all right. We live. We live. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, the Grand Showgan, aka Batosai the Woman Slayer, aka Mr. Trapping out the Cloud Village. And I'm here to bring you guys One Piece discussion. So we
Mm-hmm.
had a crazy lit chapter that
Hell yeah.
we live reacted to yesterday. Crazy lit, crazy. And our buddy Nonsense wasn't here. So
Yay.
we're trying to get the crew together. Black will be here hopefully a little later. Um so yeah, Nonsense. Why don't you start,
Yes,
man?
sir.
What did you think about the chapter?
The chapter was amazing, man. Like, I mean, it's so many words that I can say of just sweet greatness. You know,
Me
I
too.
mean, it's what's that one commercial? It's the sweet one. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it. It was just like one of the better ones for. And I see what Oda, at least for me, you know, I see a direction where Oda's going as far as setting up this end climax for Whole Cake. Obviously, the climax for Luffy and Katakuri fight, Snake Man, very excited for it.
Oh,
And I feel like Luffy was kind of Luffy and Katakuri are both seeing futures, but
Right.
it's dependent on whose future is going to be the outcome of all of this. You know what I'm saying? So like
Exactly.
it's literally a battle of just it was an amazing chapter. It's just nothing short of it. It was just great. So
Oh, I'm sorry. I kind of forgot to introduce this guy. Well, you guys know him already. He's a staple of the channel. But he's sporting a different profile pic and name.
yeah.
Go
The
ahead,
brotherhood or something.
gaming.
Still giving some
This
savage,
is
but
gaming so savage. He
this is
he
my
changed
second
his name.
account.
He has
Nah, this is my
a
second account. This is my second
oh,
account.
his second
The
account.
brotherhood of Sanji. This account is basically for recruiting the Sanji fanboys out there, just spreading the respect for Sanji and trying to get Sanji's name out there, and trying to get Sanji's respect back that he had pre-time skip that he lost. Post time skip. Uh, So yeah, that's our goal. We'll never rest until Sanji's respect and power level gets respected.
facts.
So yeah,
Let them know.
Oh God,
hey man.
no.
And we need to kill one our former Sanji fanboy by the name of Black. He needs to get it. He's the first one we need to convince. He's a Sanji hater, man. He doesn't want Sanji to verse Snack. That's hating
He's
right
a
there, man.
Sanji hater. Sanji can't verse Snack, man.
What?
No, he just can't.
So because
Why
he's
not?
not,
Come on.
you don't want him on the
That'll
same
upset the
We're
level as
setting
whole
it up.
Yoru?
They're setting it
the
up.
whole balance of power. Yes, exactly.
Balance. Are we
That
underestimating
means he'll be on
Sanji
Blasphemy.
the
and Zoro's power
the
level?
same level as you Rouge.
What's wrong with
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, that's what I said yesterday.
That's
Oh,
that's crazy.
you're
That's
telling man. So
wild.
that's what we want.
You don't think that's wild?
No.
I don't think it's crazy at all.
You don't think that
Dolphy's
like
around Dolphy's around is
that
around
means Dolphy
Rouge level and
Dolphy
by the
is
same
way
age.
stronger than
You
Rouge.
said Dofi is around Yoru's level.
Hell yeah.
Dolphy's way stronger. You'd have to be
It,
way stronger.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I don't know.
Gaming. Didn't he just say that?
I did.
Oh my,
But and they're
proudly.
around the same age, so they're around the same age, so I wouldn't put anything against Sanji that Sanji could stand up to Rouge or anybody that Rouge can stand up to. So and Sanji can't like Luffy. Sanji can get stronger through the fight. So we're not giving Sanji that credit. We're letting
That's
Luffy
true.
become stronger through fights, but we're not thinking about Sanji and that he can become way stronger through fighting too, just like Zoro can, because they all the top four strikers all have the same potential. So
I would like
potential
it
of
better.
growth, potential of growth.
I would like it better if Sanji and someone else took on Snack. I think
Come
that's better.
on.
I
Hey,
think that's
man.
better.
You said you was like it
Man.
better. Okay,
You
so
got
But you
if
don't
something.
Jeremy,
versus Jack though in Wano? Come on.
You said what?
I said, but you want Zoro solo Jack and Wano, don't you, huh?
I would just like it if Zoro fought the Shogun. That's all.
The Shogun probably stronger than Jack.
I mean, yeah, but we don't know that. You know what I'm saying? We
No.
don't know that, but we
The fact Kaido
definitely
respected
know
him,
that Snack is around that level.
but the Shogun though the fact that Kaido is teaming up with him and is in what from what we're seeing, yeah, equal to Kaido,
Ooh.
partner to Kaido, under Kaido. I'll say
Hey,
you gotta be strong
hey,
because no scrub is
I
gonna
just, I
be
just,
will punish Kaido.
I just thought of, I just thought of something. I just thought of something.
what's
I
that?
just thought of something.
What?
Wait a minute. Did you guys see Snack's bounty?
Six
Yeah,
hundred
600
thousand?
million.
Yeah, 600 million. I mean, yeah,
Okay.
a
So
million
what?
more than Luffy's. So you mean to tell me Sanji can't
No,
do
no,
that?
no, 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 no. That's not where I'm going. That's not where I'm
Okay.
going with that. That's not where I'm going. What makes? Are we sure that the Sweet Commanders are the top 4 strongest?
For Big
Oh
Mom,
yeah,
yeah.
Right? Yes, right? Yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
an obvious question, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Man.
Pero Sparrow, his bounty.
As a higher bounty, but Luffy has a lower bounty though. I don't know. Bounty we can use. We can be using bounty as power indicators nowadays. Sanji has a lower bounty than things than Usopp. Come on,
Usually
think
in the
about it.
crew. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying,
In the
usually it's
same
been
crew.
the case for everybody in the crew, for all the bad guys. That's how Oda lets you know who ranks where in the crew, right?
Somewhat. Because,
Right?
okay, Pearl Sparrow
Not
bounty is a lot higher.
It's a lot
I think
higher.
I
It's not
think
even
it's a
it's not
lot
even
higher just because
close.
he was the first son of Big Mom. That's why I reckon.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I can rock with that.
Because what
Maybe.
was Tamago's?
I don't know. I do not know. Just look that up.
300s.
Because
Gotta be
now we
back
got to
to check.
look, because even then, Capone being part of her crew, being like security and stuff, Capone's bounty was what? 300,000? I mean, 300 million?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we know
Something
his
like that.
300 million. Bobbin was 107
Oh, that's
or
awful.
something like
Yeah.
that.
That's
Um,
just awful.
right. Tamago's, I think, was like in the 200 millions, I think. Peckham's around the same.
I'm gonna tell
Um,
you right now.
and then it's like a huge jump up there to 600 million. And then Crackers, which was what? 800 million?
I think
And
like
Smoothie being
7
900
something.
million and Katakuri being $1 billion.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, right? Like it's a fair question to pose. But you guys still insist. You guys insist on on trying to play out my boy Pero Sparrow.
I'm not trying to play him out, but I
Whose
don't
bounty was I
think
supposed to be looking up?
Tamago.
I think Tobago's bounty is like 300 and something. I think. Around page or 400 somewhere there.
It is 429.
See,
429.
it's way higher than Sanji's, but Sanji can smack him around.
No, see, I don't no. It doesn't. The bounty system doesn't equate. You know what I'm saying, from crew to crew. It's only on the same crew. That's what Oda usually use to sort of show you where people lie in the crew strength wise. That's all I'm saying. So from crew
You
to
don't
crew is
think
different.
Sanji can beat Tamago?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying from crew to crew is different. It doesn't. That's when bounties don't mean anything. When you try to say someone from another crew who has such and such bounty going against someone from this crew who has such and such bounty, that's when they don't really mean anything. I'm saying in the same crew, Oda usually use bounty to, you know what I'm saying, show you where the person lies in the power scale.
In my
I
opinion,
got you.
if Perospero was sweet commander level, he would have probably done more when chasing the supernovas, but he hasn't done much. He's been hopping on Big Mom's
What
back,
do you
waiting for Big Mom to
mean?
do something.
He's not. Listen, listen. If
He
Katakuri
seems
got
like a good.
scolded for trying to help Big Mom during the Tea
He got
Party,
pumped. Yeah.
what's Pero? Of course, Pearl's gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it says 429.
But
So he's only half
That's
more or around half more than Luffy.
yeah.
just
No,
the fact that
Luffy's 500, right?
Perospero is good.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, Luffy's 100.
Yeah,
The fact that
500.
Law and Luffy are the same bounty disturbs me, bro. I've been hating that. I've been hating that for like since they announced that. That's like so
Yeah, but you
disrespectful.
know that. I mean, yeah, it's whatever. It's really whatever with them. But usually in the same crew, that usually means who's weaker and who's stronger.
But the thing though, the Sanji Usopp thing, that kind of twists that a little bit. That Usopp has a
No,
higher
because
bounty than Sanji.
the Straw Hats don't really uh the Straw Hats we know is different because we're able to follow the story. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really say that for the Straw Hats.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that. But just the demeanor that thing gives off, though, the Perospero, the demeanor he doesn't give. All the Suiko men give off a certain demeanor. Just by looking at them without even with the bounty, you can tell. Wait, this is a dude right there. But but Perospero, I don't know about that.
Look, I'm just saying, man. When we first introduced to Perospero, right?
Yep.
This is
I
when
thought he
we
was a
first
judge.
introduced to Perospero. No, he was introduced as like an enforcer.
Now he was
When Big Mom
licking
brought him
everybody.
in,
He was licking a lollipop. Come on.
the Big Mom brought him in. I mean, that's just the silliness that Oda usually goes with, though. But when Big Mom brought him in, she says, "And if you don't do this, you're gonna have to answer to my son, Perospero." And then we learned that he was the first son, Perospero.
But wasn't it talking about Caesar? Caesar's strong. Perospero skin was strong like Caesar.
Yeah, but it's the fact that she
Perospero
says,
is
"Listen,
strong.
you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to answer to this
Wait,
guy."
wait. Do you think Perospero is stronger than Snack?
I'm thinking, yes, he might be.
Whoa.
Now that we see this, Aruch's feat doesn't seem so great. It really doesn't.
Wait,
It really
what?
doesn't. It kind of makes Aruch look. It kind of makes Aruch look weak.
Oh my.
If you think about
I'm
it, if
I
you
just
was
think
waiting
about
saying.
it,
for it. I was waiting to
I'm
hear it.
just,
I was waiting to hear it.
no.
I'm just saying. I'm
Well,
just
no,
saying, man.
I think that's just the order. That's the order. Order is putting their bounties. I think it's putting it 200 less, somewhere around that level. 200 less each supernova. Like a crackers. Kaku is a billion and something, and like 800 and something. Then Smoothie is 900 and something. So there's about a 200,000 difference in there. Or somewhere around that level, or
No,
closer.
it's like
Then Snack is 177, which is like a 20,000 or 30,000 difference between Smoothie and Crackers. Then Snack is like another 200 difference. I think this is going down around 15 to 20,000, like in each of them. If you look at all the bounties, well, I'm gonna look at the bounties now. Just
What if Snack just became a sweet commander?
that's trash.
Mhm.
That means
That's
that
trash.
means look. I'm just telling you what that means. I'm just telling you what this means. This is listen. Everybody, just go with me here.
All right.
Listen, Aruj came to the island. Aruj came to the island. He beat somebody who has a less bounty than Perospero.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't fight the next opponent. So it had to be hard.
Hey, maybe
It
a
had
real
to be
model gang them
it had to be at least mid to high diff because he had
they
to
fall on
run.
the
He
ship
couldn't
though.
beat the next opponent.
But yo, if you look
What
at
happened?
the fall on the ship on things ship, maybe thing maybe thing maybe they ganged up on him. Maybe it's a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1. You never know.
That's even worse. Are you saying? Are
Okay.
you saying maybe Aruge's crew ganged up on what's his name? Snack?
Yeah, Cracker. Yeah, that's
Because
exactly
they
what I'm
lost to
saying.
Cracker. They lost to Cracker. Like we know they lost to
Right.
Cracker. So we know Aruge cannot beat Cracker.
No, we know Uruge cannot beat Cracker after fighting Snap. In a
But
one-on-one, we
okay,
don't know if Uruge can beat Cracker.
if someone pushes you, if
I'm
someone
taking
pushes
Cracker
you hard
over
enough,
any day.
that means that means I didn't want. That means I wasn't clearly better than you if I can't fight anyone else after you.
No.
That
Think
means I
about
was
it. Like,
somewhat on your level.
think about it. Let's say you fight a guy that, like you said, is on par with you, and y'all go because we don't know how long the fight took.
Right?
Y'all go some hours, right? And this is
Right.
the longest you've ever fought. So, kind of somewhat in Luffy's case, this is the longest you've ever fought. So let's just say even 5 hours, right? Even though it's odd. Let's say even 5 hours, and you know you beat him, and now this other dude steps in who's stronger than the guy you just fought. So that makes you stronger than this other person, but this guy's on another level.
Yeah, that means
And Cracker showed that against Rouge,
right.
and pretty much just washes you at this point because you got
Right.
nothing left to give. Like you trying
Right.
to just like, man, it's just not working. That
Right.
doesn't mean that he's significantly stronger or you can't beat him. That just means your endurance and everything else is just tapped out at that point. You just got to
Okay.
get
We
better in
don't we
order
think
to then get to that point.
don't we think Cracker's significantly stronger than Snack?
Yeah, Cracker. You can see though. Cracker's pretty strong and
I
so.
see what you're doing here, Grant. And I don't know if I can go down this road.
I'm
What
just
is the
saying.
first bounty 700 million?
I'm just saying. Look, all I'm saying is it's pretty easy to connect the dots, man. Oda is telling us that Rouge is the weakest supernova. That's what he's telling
Oh
us.
man.
That's
Whoa!
what
There's
he's telling
Jimmy
us.
Bonnie. There's
Oda's telling us that Rouge is the weakest man. The Rouge is
Base.
supernova.
Wait. Aru's weaker than Killer and Zoro
Oh damn!
and
No, he's not. No,
and
he's
Amina and
not. I'm sorry. Capone has to be the weakest because Capone couldn't
yeah,
beat this
Capone ain't
guy.
the weakest. Capone is trash.
Yeah, Capone didn't even
Capone
try. He
has to be
just
the
said, "Look,
weakest.
you know what? I'm called. I'm gonna be a part of your crew."
But yeah, we don't know if that was his plan to sneak in or what.
Or what?
Okay, say Luffy wasn't a whole cake. What's
Are you telling
thing
me?
doing? What's thing Capone doing though? If Luffy wasn't there, Capone would have probably stayed in Luffy's Big Mom's crew. If Luffy and stuff didn't pop up, and that whole thing didn't happen. In my
I
opinion.
think he was gonna try and when he gonna try and take her out this
But
wedding.
himself, he would have
Yeah.
died. But to be honest, he would have. He would
He
be
would have
dead.
died. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have
Yes,
died.
yes, he definitely would have died. He
Yeah, he would took
definitely
a
would have
L.
died. A super L.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but
Last night
I'm
I
just
took an
saying.
L and I didn't bounce back. That's how it would have went.
Right,
That's
exactly.
wait.
Exactly.
Back at Zoe, Sanji was sure. Sanji was ready to fight Capone. Sanji was like, and Sanji normally knows if someone's like, normally Sanji doesn't fight people that are way stronger than him, and he knows the opponent's power level. But Sanji was confident he can fight. Thing with Brook. He was like, "Yo, Brook, let's go." He was ready to fight.
He said, "Let's go." I'm just
That
saying,
is
man.
true.
I'm just saying.
But then he
And he
had to
was
reevaluate
confident.
the situation. You know, Sanji thinking, and then he understood what he had to do. That's what I'm saying.
And he could have got more help though, but he thought Brook was enough to take Capone and his crew.
I don't. Yeah, I might have to say Capone's crew isn't the strongest.
Capone's
Out of
crew is
that top
trash.
11, I'm still putting them top 8.
That's like, like this is really
Capone pissed
starting
me
to
off.
like. This is really starting to power scale everybody, and it's making the Straw
And
Hat crew look insane.
It is.
now, in my opinion, I
It's
don't scale.
making
I
the
don't
Straw Hat
scale.
crew look insane.
I mean,
They look like fucking monsters.
My philosophy, I don't scale anyone up to Luffy. I just put everyone
And-
where they were. Before we saw before we saw Luffy versus Katakuri, I just put everyone right now where they were before Luffy and Katakuri fought. In my opinion, I don't scale nobody up. I reckon Luffy is a different level between Luffy and the Supernovas are not on the same level no more. Luffy is first division commander and Marco level now. He's the real deal. Like he left everyone behind a long time ago. In my opinion, when he had Gear 4, Gear 4 is unstoppable. Strength wise,
Like the
if
crew
you
is,
are at future side
and they added Jinbei.
Hell yeah!
His crew is crazy.
It's supposed to be when you have Sanji in your crew better be good.
Yeah,
His
having
crew
Jinbei
crazy.
is insane.
Now look, I'm
Every
just telling you
Sanji's-
guys this. This is what I'm saying. If Sanji fights Snack and wins,
Will you put respect on anything?
Arouge is the weakest supernova.
No. See, that's what I
No,
don't
I'm
like.
sorry.
That's why I don't like diminishing Sanji's strength.
Oh my god,
Sanji
that
could
makes
be supernova
Kid
level.
trash. That makes Kid
No.
trash.
No. This is how we gotta reevaluate. Just because if Sanji beats Nat, we just gotta put Sanji in
That
the
makes
level
Kid
with
trash.
everyone else.
Kid,
That means Kid trash.
if Kid couldn't beat this guy,
No, I think Kid fought. I think Kid fought Crack. I think.
you think he fought Cracker?
Yeah. I think Kid fought Crack.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Why you think Kid fought Cracker and not Snack?
I don't know. Yeah, we'll
Just
just say
'cause,
Kid fought Cracker.
How bad they messed him up though? How bad they messed him
Yeah.
up? They took his arm.
He would have to. He would have to fight somebody like Cracker because if he lost to Snack, oh, that's awful.
Yeah, if
That's
he lost to
god-awful.
Snag,
Because then that puts Kid as the weakest supernova,
Yeah,
not Yaruj. Because this
Wait.
man didn't even
Are we
beat
all
Kid,
assuming-
and he lost. He only took out 2 ships.
I just reckon if Sanji beats Snack, we just gotta put Sanji up there and not scale everyone down. We're thinking if Sanji beats Snack, we gotta scale everyone down and they're weaker or weaker. Now, or Sanji could just be strong as everyone else, and you're all just disrespecting him and scaling everyone down just because Sanji got a victory over somebody.
Sanji definitely will beat Snack.
Hell yeah,
that's wild, man.
Sanji will probably give.
I don't think
you
you understand how wild that is. Like that is crazy.
Damn, wow. People just underestimating Sanji. Lords and King Sanji.
Big facts.
I mean Prince, my bad.
Hold on.
Sanji is the GOAT.
Hey, tell him, man. Spread the
This
word.
is crazy.
He's the GOAT.
Hell yeah.
This is
Sanji,
crazy.
man. Can't wait.
The MJ of One Piece.
Gosh.
The
And
MJ
Luffy
of
is
One
Kobe.
Piece. Stop it. Stop that. Stop that.
Say if we see Sanji versus Snack and Sanji beats Snack, then Zoro fights the Shogun and Zoro beats him, it'll be more believable. We'll be like, oh yeah, we know this guy's
You know what's gonna happen, Gaming? You know what's gonna happen because everybody's gonna assume that the Shogun was way stronger than Snack because his bounty, even if he doesn't even have a bounty, but if he does have a bounty, it's gonna be insanely higher than Snack. Well, he was stronger, so that's why. And it's just always gonna be this conspiracy, man.
I mean, hey, man.
Because I saw him Black. I told Black, I was like, if Zoro went to fight Snack, would it be more believable? Thing said, yeah. I was like, come on, dude. If Zoro was in the same situation and he was reversed with Sanji, nobody can be complaining. Zoro was Snack.
That'd be hype.
We definitely gonna see something from Snack.
But we've seen Zoro do
from
all his moves though. We've seen Zoro do all his like amazing moves, but we haven't seen none from Sanji. So is it more exciting seeing Sanji's all the new moves Sanji's learned over the time skip? Isn't that more exciting?
No. That'd be
No.
No, it's more exciting.
Whoa.
Oh my.
This Sanji hate is crazy. Damn. See, don't worry, Sanji. Just keep your head up and just go beat up Snack.
No, that's crazy because like Sanji honestly has to be.
After this chapter, I'm believing more and more that Smoothie's gonna join the Strides. I mean, not Smoothie. The girl with Sanji. I forgot her name. And
Pudding.
Yeah, Pudding.
Pudding.
Yeah. I'm believing
so?
just because she's helping them. She's helping them crazy ways, and she's about to be seen with Sanji. So,
I mean, they're gonna be. Honestly, I think that they're gonna be like not under the Straw Hats, but they're gonna be allies to the Straw Hats.
Smoothie.
If you guys think Big Mom is gonna die, right?
Yep.
Big Mom's definitely not dying.
She does. I thought you guys said Big Mom was gonna die. Oh well,
no, I mean, she is.
Okay, well, if she does, I think Katakuri's taking over.
And, and Katakuri gonna be allied with Luffy.
Yeah, exactly.
What's stopping Smoothie from like, you know what? Okay, fuck you. I ain't following Luffy. Then the fight, and someone else will be backing up Smoothie. They're like that's the reason Mom died, and you're trying to ally with them.
No one's going against Katakuri except for that bum ass farm.
Hey, Smoothie and Cracker team up. Hey, they beat Katakuri.
No, Smoothie wouldn't dare.
She would. She's like, this bitch is
wouldn't dare.
Mama. And Cracker's like,
no one goes
Luffy
against Katakuri.
I don't know, man.
Katakuri's never lost.
They
overhyped Katakuri.
No, just because
I'm saying like LeVar Ball never lost.
Yeah. No. But he will lose if Cracker and Smoothie team up. Katakuri is definitely losing.
Katakuri never lost
because he never was someone in Smoothie and Cracker level combined.
He's about to lose against Luffy.
Not only has he never lost, not only has he never lost, he's never been put on his back by anybody.
Smoothie?
Well, no, we don't know that really because this man was in his having a Marianda time in his little what's the name laying down. They said they'd never seen this man on his back, but evidently he has been.
He does it in his personal time, you know. Yeah.
Hey man,
not during the fight.
Smoker's gonna come and one shot Big Mom. That's all I know.
Stop that.
I mean, not Smoker. Your mother, Crocodile.
Stop that. That's even worse. Knock it off.
Crocodile. How does he even come in?
If Big Mom dies now, how high is Luffy Bunny going up?
Oh man, that's a good question. I don't know. It has to go significantly, though.
What was the question again?
If Big Mom goes down, how big of a bunny increase is Luffy getting? Like into the billions?
Close to, I would assume. Taking down a Yonko.
That's crazy.
At least like in the 9s at this point. Because before I was saying 750. But if he takes down Cracker, Katakuri, and Big Mom falls, and Sanji does some OP stuff on Coco Island, bruh.
Yo, as long as Sanji Bundy go up and he stops getting disrespected, I'm good.
This bounty's definitely going higher than Zoro's.
I think
what I'm saying though. Like Sanji has to fight Snack and Oven.
That's crazy.
And if what's the name comes, Daifuku, dude, and everybody else, we gotta see something from. We gotta see something from him. Like we have to see something from Snack in order to gauge his power scale.
Mm-hmm.
And why Yaru's lost to was able to beat him, and then we know why he lost to Cracker at least a little bit because of his hockey. So we have to at least gauge where Snack is at and what he's capable of doing. Once we see that, how Sanji takes him out, and Sanji fights everybody, it's not going to be one-on-one. It's going to be like an enraged army against Luffy, but now we're going to actually get to see an opponent, able to go against him. You know what I'm saying?
I think that we'll see German come in and
that's what I
help.
think too.
I just don't want German to come in. I
know
keep
you
putting
don't.
it out the back of my mind, but I know that's gonna happen.
You what?
I know, man.
I was hoping they just took Caesar and just ran. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's not the
You've been
case.
fighting it. You've been fighting it.
Yep.
No. Jim's gonna pop up. I'll take care of other than the boys. Then well, Sanji versus Nag goes on, and Jimmy versus Smoothie. It's gonna be a crazy battle, bro.
That's gonna be insane. How many chapters we think we got left, man?
20.
20?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot.
Whole Cake Island keeps getting longer and longer. Be honest.
Fam, we're at 894 right now. I said it wasn't ending until 925, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot of fucking chapters.
It
Like you
is.
can't even predict when it ends right now, because whenever people say it's gonna end, it just increases more, and people are like, "Whoa!"
I
It's like
hope
how
not.
last
I
one
hope
people
it's
were
not
like,
more
"Okay, it's
than
only gonna be 20 chapters."
6.
People, I remember the start of OK. Everyone was saying, "Okay, it's gonna be like like, remember that giant saga? I mean the arc, the mini arc, the giant
Yeah,
people want to say OK was that."
Little Garland.
Then,
Little Garland.
but OK is a full on arc.
Yeah,
I think it's just
exactly.
gonna we have a long time of OK left, just because we have so much to cover. Still,
Oh man, that's crazy. That's a
yo,
lot.
I want Caesar to join the Straw Hats.
But I mean, think about it now. If you add in this last little stuff with Luffy and Katakuri, if we add in a potential Sanji versus whomever fight, and Germa, I honestly do believe Germa will come in and help assist in taking out a lot of these people. So then we get to see the Power Rangers and Zordon actually do some work. Um, but then kind of how you said as far as with Smoothie, like what's going on with her. So she's giant out here slashing the waves like Big Mom.
That's
We would have to
crazy.
get information on that. And if Cinnamon and what's the name could do the same thing too. Fat Smoothie, Citron or whatever her name is. So it's it adds more, and then we still don't know what's going on with Big Mom. Is she gonna eat the cake or not?
I mean,
Are they just gonna keep running?
she's got to eat that cake. Anime.
If she eats the cake, that means she's not dying though.
I mean, I don't want her to die, honestly.
Wait, what?
Prometheus is sweating, bro.
I
I
really
think Big
don't.
Mom
If
is not dying.
you
I
want
don't
to be
know.
all the way
Like,
honest, I don't want Big Mom to die.
Why not?
I like
you
her.
just be too easy. I
Ah.
want them. But you like Big Mom? Why? He's trash.
Her character is like, it's whimsical. It's I think it's really refreshing. It's very different, especially body type for females that she is. Her powers are incredibly interesting, and she's just whimsical. I think she's really cool. She's a really cool character.
She's ran her course.
She's ran her course.
I like Cracker, man. Cracker falls into some of the cocky people. Really cocky people like Jack, Crocodile. Those kind of characters I like. It's funny, man. They don't give a fuck. They attack anybody, man.
This is what I'm thinking. If Big Mom does die, just in her crew, because I'm assuming a lot of her crew members have devil fruits as well. But just in her crew, who do you think, if she was to die, would take on the soul fruit?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Like if Big Mom dies, like let's say
I
Prometheus
think everyone already has
he starts to shrink, because he's sweating at that size. Capone says that size he's moving very sluggish. So he's gonna have to start like getting smaller. And if they notice that, they're like, well, shoot, we could just keep going then. And then at some point, Prometheus is just going to not be able to carry her anymore. And she's going to fall into the sea. And it's a wrap at that point. If that happens. I feel like that would be, kind of simple. Oda wouldn't do nothing like that. But just for instance, who would get her devil fruit?
That's an interesting question. I don't know. I think everybody has devil fruits.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't be a big one prospect though for real.
Unless it's one of the children we don't know.
What does it?
Because I would think that person then, even though Katakuri is the head per se, he would still remain in his position, but that person would take on role as whole cake.
Yeah. I really think it's Katakuri though. I think he's the one. He's the chosen one, man. And for the fact he always take care of all his kids. I mean all his
brothers
his
and
family
sisters
and shit like that. Yeah, exactly.
But it's gonna be different now. Nobody has to give up their soul to stay. Like, do you think people really would stay there?
Yeah, I think so. Because it's not gonna be
because it's under
soul.
Different. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it won't be ran under like soul power anymore.
Yeah, because Big Mom normally does tell us give a bit of a soul or leave, but then now they don't have to give a soul. They can probably they're definitely staying. They're just so free.
Yeah,
so,
they got that option of freedom now. So I mean, this could very well be a good thing if Big Mom does go down.
I don't know. I would just want a young kid go down this easy. To be honest.
Well, I don't want it to go down like that.
No one ever died in One Piece, so yeah.
Unless you are
right now, Pound is dead. Pound don't need to come back. Neither does Pedro.
No, but I think that was really important to the plot, though. That Ace and YB died. YB was already dying anyway. Yeah, Ace is the homie, bro. Sabo can never replace Ace. I don't care what nobody.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I am lightweight on that train, man.
What?
Wait, what?
Sabo is hard. Sabo is hard.
Oh, you're not a Sabo fanboy? I see.
Sabo is hard. I lightweight like Sabo better than not gonna lie.
Sabo is overrated, bro. People say he's stronger than Ace, even though like
he might be.
Actually, people say he's stronger than Luffy. Now we see Luffy's first division commander level. How can we say Sabo is stronger than Luffy anymore?
I think so.
Think about it.
You don't think so? You don't think Sabo was stronger? You don't think he was stronger than Luffy?
Okay.
And Dressrosa?
Okay, say before. Okay. Oh, in okay. Before Luffy versus Katakuri fight, right? What level did you think Sabo was? In what category of level did you?
I think he was way stronger than Luffy.
But you put him first division commander level, right? Before Luffy versus Katakuri.
In Gear Fourth,
Nah, I'm talking about
Sabo would win like handily.
What makes you think that? If Luffy got future sight,
you don't think so?
Nah, Luffy.
Oh, you talking about now? You said before. I thought you said before Katakuri.
I said before Katakuri fight. What power level did you put Sabo under?
Right. I think he was stronger. I think he was stronger than what's the name? I think he was in the gap that there is between Admiral and First Division. The same gap Mihawk's in. Yeah.
Wait, the same gap Mihawk's in?
Yeah.
Wait, is this gap between the First Division commander and the Admirals, or the Admirals and the Yonkos?
No, the First Division and the commander. First Division and the Admiral. Yeah.
I don't know. I used to put I'll put Sabo First Division commander just because I don't see him beating Marco Katakuri and the rest Ben Beckman. I don't see him beating them. Just from what I saw. Maybe if he gets.
Hey, can we be like real about Marco real quick?
Oh my!
Right quick.
Oh my!
Like hold on, just really quickly, just real fast.
Go ahead.
Marco's trash, man. Marco's trash, man. Why do people like Marco so much, man?
That's only LE2. Come on.
Marco is a loser, man.
See, right now you on that Marco was like your Rouge train, and again, I don't know if I can join that.
Whoa.
No, but you really don't feel me on the Rouge. Like Oda is telling us that a Rouge is like not good.
Nah, just because now you're saying first of all, you're underestimating Luffy. Then now you're seeing Luffy as a different tier. Now you're putting the rest trash.
No,
Luffy's a different tier.
I love you, Luffy. What do you mean? I love Luffy.
I don't put.
I'm the only one who said. I'm like the only person who says that Luffy was stronger than Doflamingo.
But then you can't finish thing though. You can't diminish Arush though. Just because Arush he's on the same level as the rest of the supernovas,
No,
just not on Luffy's level.
it's not. It's not diminish. It's like. It's like. Don't you know how before you learn math, right? And someone asked you what was 2 plus 2, you just made up a number. But then when you actually learn math, you say it's 4. We just learning, you know what I'm saying? We're learning as we go, as we read the story. We're learning that certain people aren't as strong as we think they are.
Brand, that would work.
And that's okay.
But I was a special child.
That's okay.
Okay. So I knew what was going on.
Because I knew what was going on.
No, I'm just playing. I feel you though. I feel you.
Well, then how do you know Marco's trash then?
Oh, Marco's just trash. Like I don't see how people like Marco. Like
nah, Marco's the most
mad. He's
commander.
Like
Nobody beating Marco.
Mad unimpressive. Like even like
wait, what do you do?
Like,
that's not
unimpressive. Now that we see someone like Katakuri,
whoa!
I don't see how we think that Marco is like special at all. Like
okay, let me tell you something. First of all, when Marco was fighting, he was fighting people who were the same, his own tier. So he didn't look that impressive. Just if Katakuri fought people in his own tier, he wouldn't look that impressive as he looked. But if he was versing Akanyu and top tier people, he wouldn't look this impressive as he looked now. We would be like, oh, he's a normal dude. But since we're seeing Marco was versing people his tier, so he couldn't be dominating anybody. He was just like what he was supposed to be. And Marco was the strongest first division commander in my opinion, just because. Okay, say if this was Marco, right? He's fighting normal, right? Then plus he can regenerate all the damage he took. Imagine that.
I don't see how you can say that. I really don't. I don't see how you can say that. Katakuri would never, ever in his life get chains put on him by some fucking vice admirals.
Well, that's because he can see the future.
It just wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen.
We don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that for sure.
What?
We don't.
Okay.
Because think about it, at the wedding, that's like saying Big Mom's picture would have never got broken.
No, that's outside of his control.
Let me ask you this.
That's like saying if Katakuri had the picture in his hands and then it got broken.
Okay. So that's like saying Luffy never would have grabbed Katakuri on the ship.
Or Katakuri is like, okay, we about to get this work in. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna let you take me in.
Wow.
It was no absolute danger.
I think you do.
Was no danger.
You knew. But okay. Let me ask you this, Grant. Okay. Say, this was Katakuri versus this was Katakuri versus Marco, right? And they're all damaged fully. Marco can just regenerate and go back to how he was at the start. So how's anyone beating Marco?
Marco can't keep it up. You can't keep that regeneration up.
Yes, he can. If you think about it, all from what I was saying, all first division commanders, all people, Dolphy plus higher, all have awakening. So what's Marco's awakening since it's his own? Extra regenerative. So he's getting an extra boost out of his regeneration. So who's testing him after that, after his awakening?
I mean, yeah, I agree with that. But Oda said that it's not unlimited regeneration.
I don't know about that.
So it's not unlimited regeneration. So he can only take on so much to regenerate. That kind of sucks.
From what I was seeing from the Marine Fort, he was taking a lot of damage. He was getting shot he was getting shot he was getting holes to his body. He was getting melted by lava, and he was still regenerating from it. None stopped him though. And
if he took on more damage, he wouldn't have been able to. Is what Grant's saying. Like what Oda said.
But that's where awakening comes in. He wasn't using his awakening at Marineford though. Imagine that though. Since he's a zone, so he has healing powers on top of his healing powers. Imagine how OP that is.
But you gotta imagine, we don't know if that's his awakening though. We just assuming that's his awakening from what we've seen from other people. Like Katakuri can manipulate, the mirror world, you know, with his mochi, the same way Doflamingo was able to manipulate the buildings and stuff with his strings. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
we
but he's
can
a
think.
Zoan though, so he has healing just like the other zones.
Well, the other Zoans in Impel Down, they got faster and bigger, faster and stronger. You know, and
Stronger.
they was able
Yeah.
to endure more damage. But
All right.
that doesn't mean that Marco will be able to regenerate more. He's just able to endure more damage and stuff like that.
That makes
But
it
we
more
don't. I
appealing.
mean, we
That
don't
makes it
know.
more appealing than it really is. Endure more damage plus healing. That's crazy, right there.
Yeah, but you only need to heal if you get hit by an attack. You know who wouldn't get hit
Right.
by an attack?
Fukaku.
Yeah.
But how long can he use his
Uh,
observation Aki though? There's a point where he can use his observation Aki
I
until he
don't
runs
know.
out
How long
during
has
the battle.
how
you
long
know
has it
who else
been?
would get hit by an attack? Sanji. By an attack from who?
Oh,
Katakuri.
There we go.
Oh.
that's definitely true. I can't even say no about that.
Kudos, man. Kudos to you, man.
Wait, there's a reason
Nah,
that Marco,
I have
but there's
no
a reason
rebuttal
why
for
Marco,
that.
but there's a reason why Marco's the first division commander though. He must be strong. We haven't seen Marco's full like full move sets and stuff like that. There's a reason he's
Yeah,
considered scary,
look,
and his
the reason
reputation.
is Whitebeard told him that he has to hold the seat. You know what I'm saying? For
That's
Ace,
crazy.
he has to hold it. You know what I'm saying? He had to keep it warm for Ace. Like, look,
No,
Ace is
just
gonna
because
be
Ace
taking
has more
this seat
potential.
pretty soon.
Say if Luffy
Ace is
joined
gonna
the
be taking this seat pretty soon.
say if Luffy joined this Big Man Pirates, Big Man will do the same thing with Luffy to Katakuri. You just say Katakuri hold the sit down for Luffy because Luffy has more potential than
Yeah.
Katakuri. Luffy's only 19,
I mean,
is
if
very
Luffy
stronger than
beat
Katakuri, who's
Katakuri, you
45.
just
I think there's more potential, like more potential of the D's and it just I don't know. The new generation has more potential than the old generation, just because. I think that's why we can't diminish Sabo because of that. I mean Marco, the guy. And we have no evidence he actually lost. I saw it since he lost his Blackbeard. That's when he started getting disrespectful like this, man. Come on, it's Blackbeard.
I don't know why I didn't say that. That's not me. I'm not bringing that up.
Well,
I
Not
mean,
bringing
the
what
how you
up?
disrespect him is trash.
I'm not
He
bringing.
did well,
I'm not
but
bringing up that the fact that Marco lost to Blackbeard.
then what makes him trash? Then he did well at Marineford. He saved everybody. Saved his own crew. He took
Marco
over after
losing to
Blackbeard died.
Blackbeard. Marco losing to Blackbeard is like when Kid lost to fucking Kaido.
I
You know what
know.
I'm saying? It's
I don't know,
you
man.
can't really
Kid
you
after
can't really
fighting Kaido
blame the
after like
person for losing.
a month he was still fucked up though. He was still unconscious after like a few days. That's crazy. Marco was good. He got his crew out. I think
You
everyone his
sure?
crew escaped. I
You
think
sure?
I blame
Marco is
Marco for
still going.
losing. I
Marco
blame
is
Marco
still
for
going
losing.
right now.
I
Because
think
that's like
Marco's the
sending
one
your
who got his
boys in
crew
for
out
failure,
after
man.
the fight.
He knew what was up. He was going in out of pettiness and how he felt. They wasn't ready for that battle yet.
It
They
was
wasn't
not ready for that.
organized.
Hey man,
It was
they
not
all
ready
knew
for that.
what they were going into. They were going to a fight with someone who YB is there for. They all knew they could die. They're the old man. They could have stalled, but they all knew it's Blackbeard's fault. Ace and YB died, so they had to get revenge. So they all knew. We can't blame. I think Mark was the one who actually got them out of there safely. Cause I think
I don't
Marco didn't
know.
lose completely. I think Marco saw his crew losing. He's like, oh shit. Then he's like, yo, let's retreat. He helped his crew get out there, and they all just dipped. Cause
Marco always the
say,
first one to run. Whitebeard
Right.
told that man to get
Marco's
out of
still
there,
not.
and Whitebeard dipped. And then he
come
turned back, hey, y'all, we
on,
need to leave.
come on. No. I
I'm
just
just
think,
saying, man.
say if Marco got defeated by Blackbeard, and he was unconscious. Who's getting Marco from Blackbeard though? To escape. Nobody else is doing anything to Blackbeard. So I'll
No,
say Marco
Blackbeard
didn't
didn't
get
want
defeated
him.
that badly. What?
Blackbeard didn't care.
What?
Blackbeard, he has nothing to black. He
The
has nothing
mythical
Blackbeard
zone?
wants.
Oh my! How
Exactly.
can
He
you say
obviously
that?
didn't
Yes, a
want it,
musical
or
Zoe
he would have took it.
regenerative light devil fruit that make Blackbeard the most
He would have
OP
took
person
it.
in the whole world.
If
He wouldn't
Blackbeard
take that.
wanted it, he would have took it. He would have took
That's
it.
a no. Literally, Marco's devil fruit is the thing that can make Blackbeard undefeatable. He's regenerative, regeneration and
Blackbeard doesn't
light.
think
That makes
so, or he
Blackbeard
would have took
unstoppable.
it, or he can't take it.
Oh, he didn't
One of
defeat
those
Marco.
things. One of those things saved. No, that's not an option. No, absolutely not.
Because
Absolutely not.
they say the YB is lost. Like they said the YB
Absolutely
Paris
not.
lost. They didn't say Marco lost.
No, it said they lost. what did they say? Overwhelmingly defeated.
Overwhelming. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean Marco lost overwhelmingly. Marco could have put up a good fight, but the rest is gonna beat because they're weak as hell.
Oh, that mean it was bad. Then they would have been.
Yeah,
then they would have
horribly
said
bad.
they meant that. Then if that happened like that, then they would have said Marco saved his crew. If Marco got everybody out.
But who you think if Marco lost to Blackbeard though? Who's getting Blackbeard back from Marco? I'm not Blackbeard won't just like won't say, you know what? Yeah, you take Marco, get out of here. Anything without taking any of the devil fruits. So I'll say Marco is the one who was still helped them escape his life.
Some people died.
Oh yeah,
and a lot of people theorized it was Jozu that they took Jozu's fruit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like
I reckon that Samurai Crossdresser is the one that died.
Or Marco's walking without a fruit. Who knows? I don't know.
The Marco disrespect is crazy, bro.
You said Marco walking without a fruit.
Yeah.
How do we get on there?
Listen. You'll be surprised what type of topics you get on when we talk for gaming, okay?
I think there's a lot of depression here from that Cavs trade earlier.
What do you mean?
I think that's what you're going through right now, Grant.
I want to say stay away from.
No, I'm ecstatic.
Yeah, Grant, is that why you mad?
I'm ecstatic about the Cavs trade. What? I'm happy as hell.
You happy? Why? There's only LeBron left.
What do you mean?
LeBron's not going
to all those guys were bums.
He's not beating Toronto.
All those guys were bums. Toronto are some fucking losers. They can't hang.
Have you seen them play this year?
They don't want this, man.
Said Toronto's the losers, but they got a better record than the Cavs.
I mean, they had a better record 2 years ago. They had a better record than us.
That is true. You know
what I'm saying? And they always they like phonies, man. They always look good, but when it comes time,
D-Wade was awesome. They traded him for no reason.
He went to the Heat, didn't he?
No. Yeah, he went back to the Heat.
He's about to retire.
He can't play no more.
Yeah, he
can't play no more, man. He's done. They was about to bench him anyway. They was about to take playing minutes away from him.
Yeah.
All I know is I want Isaiah Thomas away from the Lakers. He was good at everything. He's a point guard. I mean, Lonzo has to play either him or Lonzo has to play shooting guard. That's bullshit, bro.
No, he just come off the bench. They should.
He said he's not coming off the bench. He said he's not coming off the bench, or he's gonna buy his contract.
We should have brought that nigga off the bench.
I know it. I to be honest, I blame Tyrone Lue, bro. If they're the better coach, I reckon they would have done fine. He would have known. He would have settled everything better.
So, question. I apologize. Going back to One Piece with the observation hockey thing.
That.
With Rayleigh mentioning earlier, kind of the same thing he said in previous chapter. So I we can assume now that Luffy's able to see into the future. But do you think it's the same way, like the same way Katakuri learned how? Because the way it seems like Luffy is picking up on people's feelings and what they want to get across, as opposed to the actual, I don't know, intent of attack, rather.
Right.
To know like what somebody's doing. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's the same thing.
You want to go game or? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll go. I think the observation hockey, Luffy can't see the future by Ricky. He only see people doing the future. He can't see like other things that are not living. I think so. Someone like throws a knife, like a knife at him. I think he won't be able to see the future. The knife hitting him in the future. Only be able to sense it. Like he can only use observation hockey sense. He can't see the future for things that are not living. Just like what Rayleigh said. I think his future side is different from Katakuri's future side. I think there is a slightly difference in them two. Just because he saw his aura, what his aura's gonna do. It wasn't like that clear. It didn't seem. I don't know. I think when Katakuri saw the future, didn't he actually see like the actual, like everything was clear? It was like, Nami. I don't know. I gotta go back to. I don't know. It's all confusing, but
I was say we only
Um,
seen like Luffy's side of thing. We haven't really seen Katakuri's. You know what it looked like.
Nah, I'm
right.
sure. I think it was during the thing when he was about to do something. Like, I think when he was about to throw no, yeah, he did. When thing fell down. When we saw it doing when pudding fell down. He saw it. He saw it. It was a clear clear image and stuff. Remember that? He had like a little bubble. Then they actually showed what he was seeing. And Smoothie was on the floor. I mean, pudding was on the floor. So pudding, what happened? Y'all don't remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're
And
talking
it
about.
was kind of clearer than what Luffy used. It was like a clear image and stuff like of putting on the floor. The Sanji dodging the thing scene, that the last scene. I don't know. It's just confusing. Which I think that everyone has different kind of. You can have the same power, but it's probably I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's confusing.
Cause like what y'all was
Luffy
talking
has.
about. My bad. Well, go ahead, Grant, because you was gonna answer too.
Um. Oh yeah, I think that Oda's saying that there are different types of observation hockey. There is the type like King was saying. I think he made a video about this where there's like people who can sense aura, people who can sense intent, people who can see very far away, like Van Auger, someone like that who uses the hockey to see actual distance. There's people who sense like Luffy and what's my man's name? Fujitora.
Hmm.
I think they're the sensing type of people who can sense feelings and auras and stuff like that. So I think that Katakuri, I think he actually sees it, whereas Luffy sort of feels the future. Luffy can tell what's going to happen based on what other people intend to do.
Mm.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
future sight, but it's a different way of seeing it.
Or that sign with Luffy, so it could be like premature future sight, where he can see like he's almost there, but he's not there where Katakuri is. We can see the full clear image. Just because we know Luffy just started and
Right.
he's getting the hang of it, and he can't completely see it. It could be in the mid cycle. It could be in the transition from the normal observation haki into future sight, and that's why it looked like that. It could be in between and just is about to cross the border into future sight, the next level of of observation haki. And I also
Oh,
do
like
agree
I
with Grant's theory, where everyone has different um different observation.
Yep. Like I was telling you guys how I said that all the strong people can see into the future.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Um
definitely don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know about that.
he said it. What's the name said it? Rayleigh.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he? From what I really saw, I understood it like only there's some people out there who can see future sight. Some people. I don't know if you said in my opinion. I don't know if he said everybody. So I don't reckon
He
Big
said
Mom can see the future.
I definitely think she can. But like I was like this is how I compare it because Sanji, he technically has a broader scope of hockey where he can see like Katakuri can and he can feel like Luffy can. But Luffy can see farther with his feelings. So Luffy's able to feel the future, so he'll be able to beat somebody like Sanji.
Hmm.
So that's how I was trying. That's how I was trying to explain it to you guys. With Big Mom and Katakuri.
Oh, and there's more evidence in doubt between when Luffy can actually tell how strong people are by just looking at them.
Right.
So that could be
Exactly.
tying into that thing.
Yep.
Okay. So let me make sure I got it like completely as far as what you're saying. Sanji can kind of see like Katakuri and Luffy, but because Luffy has more of a sense of feeling, so his senses are a little more heightened. He can see further.
Um. Well, not just that. Okay. Don't you know how there's like a Nen system? How there's
Yeah.
like three different. How there's like what is it like 5, 6 different types of Nen
Yeah. Nen ran gone.
categories? Five
Ten.
different categories or something like that.
Uh huh.
Think of it as a category. Okay. There are some people who can sense the feelings of others, like and sense the aura that other people give off, like not category, Fujitora, Luffy, um, and I don't know where you would categorize
I
Usopp's.
see what you're saying.
I don't know.
Because
I
he
don't
said
know
it's
where you would
all a part of
categorize
the
it.
colors of observation.
Yeah,
But it seems you're more
exactly.
proficient in sensing the feelings of living things.
Right.
So
And
he's just
there's
more
some
proficient
people.
in sensing the feelings of living things.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
And there's some
now
people
it's
who actually
it actually
can
reminds
see
me.
it.
Does Usopp even have a special hockey? Because I see Fuji use the same type of one like Usopp, and now Luffy use the same type of like Usopp,
Yeah,
where you can see the aura.
that's what I'm saying.
Is Usopp
Usopp,
one special or is it just a normal one?
I think he falls into the one that Luffy had, where he can pinpoint people, no matter where they are.
Hmm. Oh, I see. I see. Or I gotta clarify this shit more, bro, to make it more clear.
So it's really
Like maybe
okay. So they can see the intent of what people are trying to do because they can sense the feelings.
Yeah, like how everyone has. You can say everyone has like a different type of aura.
Right.
That's what they're. Yeah, that's what they're sensing.
So that's why Usopp was able to see Sugar and Luffy
Yeah,
and Law because he knew that them two
exactly.
was cool and he knew what she was trying to be about. That's why he was able to specifically hit her.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. So with Katakuri, and then from your podcast earlier, y'all was saying Shanks, and I didn't even think about that. What y'all started to go on that, I'm like, y'all tapped in a whole nother, like a whole. I was just like, man, that branched so much. So if we went to throw them two in the same, and do we add Sanji in that bucket because, or is Sanji in a different bucket because he was able to essentially move quick enough because of his observation? Like, is Sanji's more like 10?
Sanji has both of them. Sanji has both of the categories.
So
You
he
see
can
what I'm saying?
sense and
He
see
can
into the
sense
future.
he can sense and see. Yeah, it's perception. So yeah, it's so he can sense and see. So once
Mm.
when he unlocks the power to see into the future, his will most likely look like categories. And if he's ever blinded, he'll be able to sense like Luffy.
Okay. Okay. So is
So
that what you
that's
think
what I think
Zoro is doing?
Sanji is. I believe Zoro can sense. I don't know.
Well, with him being blinded in one eye, or at least closing one eye to give himself a sense of like blinding himself.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, so that's probably is what he's doing.
Okay.
That's
Because
tough.
I mean,
That's tough.
just imagine Sanji training on that island, running constantly, being attacked from all angles. I think that's why he's able to like maneuver the way he is, like how he attacked Oven so fast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I talk a lot of shit, but yeah, Sanji is incredibly impressive.
No, I ain't even saying about like I ain't even getting on him. I'm just like trying to just think more into this observation thing, because if it's the same way with Zoro too, with all those baboons and stuff being around, he was constantly being bombarded and attacked as well. So he had to be able to resist and attack, like kind of what
Oh, yeah.
Rayleigh said. If you can't dodge 100, you can't. You're
Right.
not gonna be able to survive. You can't eat.
Right.
So it's just you gotta pick up on this and be able to go against. When Luffy got to Amazon Lily, he was getting bombarded with all those arrows and constantly attacked.
Right.
So it's
In my opinion, observation hockey, I think it works like this. Like the basic observation hockey is the one where you basically have a circle around you. Anything that comes in your like near in your circle, you can sense where it's coming from. Then the second stage is what Luffy saw and what Usopp used and what Fujitora uses. Then I think when you go in the third step, I think there's different ones. There's three. where there's like where there's Kobe's one. There's the Kobe we can tell what people are thinking. Then there's Karakuri's the future side. And there's another one we haven't been introduced to yet. I think that's how it is in my opinion.
Yeah, Kobe shit is.
And from early stage, you can also tell like masters can tell which one of those three someone's going into, and I think that's what Raylo was talking about when he said Luffy's is more pronounced with using the one we can sense people's intent. I mean, living things intent, and he doesn't even know it. I think I think that's how it is, and I think that's a simpler way of looking at it. In my opinion, that's how I look at it to simplify it. To be honest, because the other one with the Grand State is kind of confusing a little bit of how Nami. So in my opinion, I just simplify it into like that. So and yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's like I don't know. Like think of it, because we know observation hockey is basically perception, right? So it's just
right.
I guess it's just a different way to look at things. You know what I'm saying? How you can sense something, you can feel it, you see it. But we've seen Kobe's hockey. Wasn't that the chick from Skypiea? Or was that a boy? The little kid.
That was a chick, the girl.
A girl
who was in the snake with Luffy and them.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, but I know you're talking about.
Yeah, she was able to hear people's thoughts.
I think she's in that category of Kobe's one.
What's the name?
She was like Luffy, able to hear the voice of all things.
Right.
A little bit, wasn't she?
I thought she was hearing the thoughts of people.
I think she was hearing the thoughts because Luffy wasn't hearing it.
Because when people were getting eliminated, she heard their screams and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I think that's a really.
So we need to do a stream on this, man. We need to categorize these people.
Categorize it. I think so.
Yep.
Because and this guy thing one and Nell and the Snake Ladies one we gotta the other one
because it almost seems like when you break hockey up, well, observation, you see it, you can feel it, and you can like hear it.
Yeah, then when you go into that
the
next
hearing is
level,
it's the most special.
Probably, yeah. But we have seen instances of where Luffy and Sanji and Zoro heard Caribou in the castle, so that's the confusing thing about it. Though. They
exactly.
Heard Caribou from a distance, so that kind of confusing right there.
Exactly.
Because they all did it at the same time, heard them at the same time. So, wait, is that mean that Luffy and Zoro all have the same kind of hockey, at the same type of observation hockey, or
is that Luffy and Zoro?
Is the hearing part like a basic stage of observation hockey?
Like it definitely could be the hearing, because it seems like the observation heightens all your senses.
Oh yeah.
And in a you know what I'm saying, sort of in an effect to help you dodge stuff. That's all it was created for. Oda created observation hockey. Let's just be 100 to nerf Kizaru when it was time to nerf Kizaru.
Oh yeah.
So it's all has to do with being able to sort of it was built on the foundation of being able to see something before it comes.
Yeah.
Now there's people who can use that to see a bit into the future.
Yeah, I think that's the next
level. And try
level,
and alter it. Yeah, an advanced level of it.
Yeah, that's why I think like the aura thing is the next level, then the level after that is the future sight. From what I'm saying. And I think if you're skilled enough and you in observation hockey, you go past when you first get like Usopp, you just go straight to the second stage of it. And stuff like that.
Hmm. So gaming, you think the first initial is like 10? Like they can like what's my man's name? Uh uh who was part of
Um, Enaru
the
and the Snake Lady.
spiders.
Oh,
Huh?
the spiders.
Oh,
Yeah, old boy with the sword
Um,
who was talking to Gon and
yeah,
oh yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now you can make
Nabunaga,
like a yeah,
Nabunaga.
you
Yeah,
can make
yeah,
not
yeah.
Nabunaga.
Yeah. My man's cold. I like him. Uh
mhm.
He's a beast.
Yeah, how he
so
makes a circle and anything that comes inside the circle, he can sense where it's coming from, making it easier to dodge.
okay. And then
I think that's the first
so
stage.
that's more like Sanji's.
That's make Sanji's, Enaru's, the Snake Ladies, and the basic one.
Snake Lady.
Yeah, from a boy sister. The one she like she
Oh,
closed
I
the
got
eyes
you.
and like left kick and stuff like that.
Okay. So anything so that's kind of like you saying just the basic of observation then.
Yeah, yeah, that's a basic observation.
Okay. So I understand that. So what is you saying is the next step?
The next one is I think the next one is the aura, where you can see the aura, people's auras and
Okay.
stuff like that.
And then the third is into the future.
Yeah, into the future.
Okay.
But I reckon um, I reckon the also we can hear things just a basic part of observation. Now, just because we saw Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro hear what Caribou was in the either sensed or heard Caribou in the castle and
See,
what he
that
was
was the
showing
thing.
them.
Like when they said that, they was like, "Man, it's a wild beast or something." So they never could really tell
Yeah,
he
what it
was
is, but
there.
they could,
They just knew it was
yeah,
some type of presence that was
yeah,
there.
there was a presence in there. I
Yeah.
think that's a basic just because they all use it at the same time. And we
Hmm.
saw also use it in at the start of window in the fireplace at Punk has it.
Right.
He could tell there was something there, but he didn't know exactly what he was until he turned around and saw the eyes. Then he ran.
Mm.
Are you talking about with Monet?
Yeah, with Monet, remember that?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like I thought it was like a sense of observation then for him. But
Yeah, I think he
because it was
used
like
it.
that, she put his like it was her. She was in doing her will on them. But that's why I be
Mhm.
feeling like Robin and Frankie and them low key got it, but it's just not quote unquote unlocked for us yet. You know?
Yeah, and really, they say Luffy has some kind of observation where he can sense people's living things presence, but he doesn't know of it. I think a lot of people can use hockey observation hockey, but they're not aware of it. Just like Madame Charlie, just like the
Yeah,
person Scarpia and other people,
because
and Usopp and stuff like that.
everyone has hockey.
Yeah, everyone
Right.
has hockey.
Yeah,
But they just don't know how to use it.
Yeah, they
exactly.
don't know. Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't know. They haven't. They don't know how to use it properly. Utilize it.
So that's why Luffy only says Zoro and Sanji has it because they know how to use it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they know how to
exactly.
use it.
Okay.
Exactly.
And
Okay.
Luffy always like he can sense people's power levels before he's like you're strong before he even fights them or knows who they actually are and their status. So he was probably using observation
Yeah.
hockey, the one really said, but he wasn't just aware of it.
I got you. I got you.
Observation hockey is really tricky because it's more like advanced than
It is. It's crazy.
from what we're saying.
Yeah, I'm down with categorizing these people. And then even then, like the people who
Yeah,
we
we should.
would think would go into these categories, like Nami. Like, okay, so her perception of weather.
Yeah,
Yeah, that could be
we
another
should
form
definitely
of
do that.
observation, right? Yeah,
But
yeah,
she
we
would
should
have to be like
go.
in the future because she's perceiving these events before they happen.
Yeah.
Or is it just
Mm-hmm.
sensing the
It's
the
more
weather?
sensing. Yeah, I think she's sensing the weather. She's sensing the weather.
Okay.
And the skies and stuff, and what's coming, and a certain type of energy that the weather brings.
Mm.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
I
Australia
really
after
just think
this,
she's just really good.
you
She's just really
You
good at
think she's
it.
just really good at yeah.
at a job.
So you don't
Mm.
think there's no hockey involved in it at all?
It could be. I don't know. It
Um,
could be. It could be. Then she doesn't know about it. Could be that, or she just could be
like
just using
future
normal.
sight,
You know.
or to where she
Not
can
future type.
sense nature.
Sensing. I reckon
You saying
it's
something like
normal
that?
hockey with sensei environment.
Because I
Yeah.
mean, for her to for okay, even in getting to the grand line, you know, because Vivi said, you know, for her to be able to predict the weather and the patterns and stuff like that, even while she was sick, you know, from that spider bite or whatever, that bug bite and stuff like that, like she knew what was
Uh-huh.
going on. And then, you know, with her going to the Sky Island, you know, and getting more knowledge there as far as how to predict the movements in a new world, she was able to do that
Mm-hmm.
as well too. So granted, it's also the knowledge of, but they not
Yeah.
getting trapped in like these events and stuff like that. Like they maneuvering around all this other stuff just from either sensing the wind and the currents and stuff like that and everything else from what she's feeling and seeing or observing essentially, or
They're not.
Right.
it's a you know an inclination of like, oh, okay, well I foresee this come. So it's almost made it seem like she's able to see into the future based on the senses.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
that's the way.
Um. mm,
It's crazy. Also, Shinaki
I
just
don't
gets
know.
real deep into it. Stuff like that.
Yeah, it really does. Because
That makes
it's
observation
really just
hockey look
something,
like.
you know.
Wait, who's winning?
It's
You reckon?
a device that makes Oda be able to put people on par with other people. It like
Other
evens
people.
the
Yeah.
playing
yeah.
field.
Wait, who's winning? Observation hockey specialist or Omni hockey specialist? Who
You
would
said
win in a
That's
what?
fight?
almost like
Say
offense and
someone who.
defense.
Yeah.
Right.
So who? That's
It,
a difficult battle. I don't know who would win.
I
I
think it
mean,
would depend on like other factors. Like say someone it would depend, like someone has a devil fruit who can counter your devil fruit, or someone has more stamina than you have, and so on.
Yeah, it
I
could be
think it'll
that. Yeah.
depend on that.
yeah,
Yeah, Luffy's a beast though for every all types of
because that
hockey
stamina
and
gonna come into play a lot.
fight.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
isn't like Katakuri like stamina in this hockey? Isn't that draining? Would it would have to be the same with Luffy too now?
Yeah.
Right.
And from looks of it, Kakuri specializes in observation hockey and omelet. What I was thinking about, I was thinking of people of Conquerors hockey can specialize in both. That's my theory. If you have Conquerors hockey, you can specialize in both omelet and observation.
Mm.
Just like Rayleigh, just like Rayleigh, just like Karakuri, just like Luffy, just like um
Hmm.
other people.
Right.
Hockey. Probably Big Mom. That's my theory. And
I
that's
don't.
why Luffy and Sanji only specialize in one. Sanji observation and Zoro omelet.
I don't think Big Mom has observation. I think she's so potent in armament that it doesn't matter. Like kind of with Kaido. Like
Uh-huh.
Kaido, well, essentially we know he can't die for the most part, and I would assume because of that armament as well. Like it's just so OP that it's just like, oh well, whatever. You know, whatever happens, happens. You know,
Whatever happens, happens.
I mean that's the way I kind of look at it. Because if she did, she would have knew Luffy was gonna come out of the cave, unless she couldn't because she wasn't concentrating
Okay.
enough. But she
Yeah,
was
that's what I'm saying.
concentrating on that cake, you know. So it's I
That's
don't
something you
know.
gotta that's something you gotta be you do have to turn it on though.
Yeah, I think Big
Uh,
Mom has that pieces. I just go see she her mindset is a meant
Because
to
I
be
think
to
Katakuri is
people
like the
like
only character we've seen who seems to like always have it on. He doesn't even always have it on though.
but he's so calm and reserved. You
he's
know,
so
even though
calm.
he's
Yeah.
in the front of things, he's calm enough to be there because he knows that he knows. I don't know how to word this. He knows that he can see the future. You know, so like that's why he's so calm about things. Like, okay, I'm prepared to know what happens. But when Capone saw his facial reaction, then Capone knew that he could alter that future then because of the way he
Right.
reacted. If he never reacted to anything and made a facial expression, those events still would have, or those events might not have occurred.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
Mm.
what I'm saying?
just like thing Oh,
Especially with Luffy being a D, they got the option to change the future anyway.
Right.
to be
This
honest,
is
in my opinion, Capone is trash just because he doesn't look like he specializes in anything in any hockey. I think he has hockey, but
I don't
he
know.
doesn't specialize in anything.
I think he does. He specializes in armament. I think he has real good armament hockey.
I don't know. I just hate Capone, to be honest. Pisses me off.
I figured that. I can get that from. I get that from you.
Hey man. Oh, I just see some. I just see something Capone that nobody does. The pussy is. He's a coward. Bro.
Oh, Capone's a beast, man. Leave Capone alone.
Hey man. Hey, I'm just waiting for him to get exposed in one or this arc.
I wish he would have went to help Sanji.
Hell yeah.
Capone,
Would he actually do
Germa,
much,
Sanji.
to be honest?
Yeah, Sanji. Come on, man. Capone's a beast.
if you putting your roofs down there, there's no way you saying Capone's a beast.
Yeah.
That's only if Sanji. Listen, you guys gotta like. I don't see how y'all can't see this. That's only if Sanji beats. What's his name?
How do you devalue your roofs and Sanji can beat Snack? That's like saying okay, look. Even though she a 3 and she going with this no, I can't even put it like that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Because essentially you starting Sanji off at a lower status than your Ruse.
Mm-hmm.
Like a significantly lower status than your Ruse. And then it's like, okay, well if Sanji can do something your Ruse can, then I mean your Ruse and Sanji may not be too far apart then.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how. Yeah, exactly. Right. You guys get it. Right. That's exactly how power scaling works.
Okay, but me and Gaming feel like that Sanji and Rouge isn't that too far apart because they're not at that lower tier than what you're saying. We're saying that he's at a higher tier than what you feel.
I see.
And that's why Sanji is capable of doing these feats.
We feel like we feel like you're putting a Rouge down just because Sanji is so far down in your power scale. And you're putting a Rouge strategy because Sanji can compete with someone
far down. Like he would definitely be top 50 of all the characters in One Piece. He would be, he would make that cut. So he's not opinion, he's not far down.
Sanji's comparable to all the supernovas, to be honest, except Luffy. In my opinion, you can compare. He's comparable.
Okay, but let's come on. Pull up the rankings that we had. Let's pull up the rankings. We had a Rouge high up. High up.
Yeah, that's what I'm surprised. That's so surprising to hear you say it.
Because we thought that the Sweet Commander meant something. We thought that meant something. That's the only reason he should have been projected to be high.
Hold on, we talking about supernovas?
Yeah.
Who we asking for? Blacks?
I don't know. Do I have it?
Black had Rouge at 6. And this old list he had Rouge at 7. On your list you had Rouge at 4. I had Rouge at 4. And Gaming had Rouge at 2.
God damn. That's not listen.
That's what I'm saying. No. Now you just pretty much put it at the bottom. At the
now
bottom.
You understand. He has to be at the bottom.
No.
Hey, no. It's not. Yo, you know what you need to do? Grant, you need to stop scaling Rouge down and just scale Sanji up because Sanji is scaled.
There's no logic.
It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that.
That's what you're trying to do.
Work like that. No, that's not how it works.
Okay. Get to you upon level scaling.
That's not how it works. Let
me ask this.
Sanji can grow during a fight though. You can't say Sanji can't grow during a fight like Luffy.
Let me
Luffy went
ask
from
this.
crack level to Karakuri
But
level.
hold on. Let me
Why
just
can
ask. Let me
Sanji
just
go
ask.
from his level to his level?
Let me ask Gamey something. Game.
Mm-hmm.
You had Urouge at 2.
Yeah,
Fucking 2.
I
Here,
did.
you had Urouge at 2. That means you
Oh yeah.
think that Sanji is the second. You think that Sanji's stronger than all the Supernova, but his captain.
I'll say Sanji has room to go, just like how Luffy went from third division
No,
to first
that's what
division.
you're saying. If
Sanji
we're
can
gonna
go
say,
from where he was. Yeah,
we're gonna say
yeah,
he's on the same level as Urouge, he has
yeah.
to
I'll
be
put
stronger
Sanji
than
and Zoro
all the other
stronger than
Supernova.
most. Yeah, I would. I'll put Sanji and Zoro up there.
Stronger than all the other Supernova.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. That's nuts, right?
That's not that crazy. And remember, I still say Zoro and Sanji. I'll put Zoro and Sanji up there.
All right, that's a tad crazy, but at the
Bro.
same time, with Sanji being at 4, because that's where we both put him.
Right?
Is that too far off to say?
That's yeah.
How? Because
Damn.
Kid never beat a Sweet Commander. Never
I
beat a
agree.
Sweet Commander. He lost. He beat 2 of Big Mom's ships.
But it
And
depends
that's it.
when did Kid come into Big Mom's territory after the
They
time
all
skip
came
opened
around
up?
the same time. This is
Did it? Or the Kid scratched him?
what what's the name was saying? Brulee. That Scratch Man Apu came, didn't he?
Right.
Oh, Scratchman I put
Scratchman
definitely
came.
part of.
Kid came,
Who did he get beat by?
Rouge came,
Um,
and Luffy, right? Or was it another person?
no,
I
you
think that's
you got right.
yeah. I think that's right. Yeah,
Just the
Capone
4?
came. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Capone, that's right. And Capone went underneath the crew, you know. Rouge beat Snack, then got whooped by Cracker, sent up to the Sky Island,
All right.
and Kid only sunk 2 of
Capone
her
Kid go
ships.
forward. Mm-hmm.
Out of the least of that damage, Capone would be joining her crew. So if we saying it like that, then Capone is the lowest, then Kid, then Rouge, then Luffy.
Mm. In my opinion, Luffy, I'll put Luffy out of the supernova level. I think Luffy's out now. He's just
I
not
mean,
Well, I mean,
look,
we can't do that. We can't because he's still classified as supernova.
yeah, he's supernova.
Mm,
He's just the strongest
I
one.
know, but I put him first division commander level now. He ain't super level. He ain't supernova level no more. Just because supernova level is just so there's like a big ass line. There's so
I
much
mean,
like there's so
I
much
don't think
into it. There's like Juri Bonley level is strength. Then there's Luffy level. That's like a big difference there.
I don't know
In
why.
power level.
Like Jury Bonnie's probably really strong.
I don't know, man. From what we're seeing from what Blackbeard's crew did to it, I don't know.
It's fucking Blackbeard. Why are we acting like Blackbeard is not the man?
Because he's
Yeah, I
not.
don't know, man. Yeah, that was three times with Blackbeard, and I bet he didn't even use any he
What
probably even used
Blackbeard
it.
did to your dude,
What do you
Who?
you Marco lover. I'm talking about game.
That's. I was gonna say. I'm like,
Nah,
what do you do to Sanji?
all I'm saying is Juri Bonley ain't that strong. That's all I'm
Sanji
saying.
would give Blackbeard that work.
No, stop that, man. Come on.
Okay,
Man.
okay. Let me tell you something. Juri Bonley.
He got no devil fruit. Never lost.
Wait, what? Are we just making Marco? What's going on? Okay, but to be honest, being a supernova is not that hard. So I wouldn't put Juri Bonley above all the supernovas just because
There
we've
were
seen
only 11, and that's the first time it was that many.
Yeah, in that
That's the first
Damn,
time
girl,
ever
what a
it was that
baby
many.
now.
Say if some other guys just went killing a lot of people, got a bounty of 100,000, they would have been a supernova along with the rest of our supernovas.
Who?
So I'll just put Juri Bonnie right under them. I wouldn't put Juri Bonnie in the same level
Why?
with the rest.
Why when
Just
she
because
has an insane power? She has an insane power, and she's a supernova.
that's if you can touch it. I don't know. I think your power is under hacks, as people think they are. Just like how
That's crazy.
I think
Same.
the powers are like how Law. We thought Law's powers were so hacks, or Law can be everybody.
Law's
Then
powers are
when we
hacks.
speak, But then when we
Very
see them
hacked.
with TS, when we see them in combat, we're like, oh, maybe they're not the hacks anymore. Maybe there is a way
Who
around it. Just I think that's
against
how
somebody
we're
like
getting
Don
really
Flamingo?
funny. Yeah.
It's
He's
Don
still taking an
Flamingo.
L.
It's Don
No, no, no,
Flamingo.
no, no, no. I'm just giving you a comparison of how the mindset is of Junior Bonnie's powers. We think it's hacks. Then when we see an actual combat against people who are
I see
strong, we're
what
like,
Game
oh,
is
maybe
saying.
it can be counted. Maybe Junior Bonnie's powers are not that hacks. Maybe she's just versing Pharaoh, and we're like, whoa, she's really hacks against Pharaoh, just like how Law and the rest were. But then after we
No,
see it in combat with people who actually strength, we're like, whoa, maybe she's not that strong,
But
and the
gaming, we got to
powers
look
can be
at
counted.
gaming. We
Game,
got to
what
look
you're
at the
saying
same
is
way how we want Grand to look at it. Or Blackbeard's just that good.
What
You
do you
know,
mean by Blackbeard?
like as far as using
no,
that scenario, if with her losing to Blackbeard, like how you saying, her Devil
No,
Fruit,
I'm just saying if she's
could have
not
been
hacks,
hacked as
Black's
far
gonna
as
lose that
against
easy.
fodder, but when going against Blackbeard, it's superior. Or it's not superior because Blackbeard is superior to her. So it's exactly what
Yeah,
you're saying. But we
yeah,
also
yeah.
just have
If
to
she was,
admit the fact that Blackbeard is superior to her then if we make that statement.
yeah, just because I think like if she was that hacks, as Grant was saying, all she had to do is touch Blackbeard once, and Blackbeard would
It
was
wouldn't work
done.
because of
no,
his Devil Fruit.
it's Devil Fruit. Yeah,
It nullifies it.
Mm,
That's why
yeah,
I
mm,
say Sanji ain't got
like
no Devil Fruit.
like what you're
Go
saying.
ahead, my man.
Stop that. What you're saying
yeah,
is
that,
like she's she's strong until she runs into somebody who's really strong against her.
yeah.
Yep.
Who can? Then we're gonna see she's not. Therefore, ain't that OP as we think it is. She can't just one shot anybody by just touching them. Or she would have finished Akanyu easy. She would have one shot Akanyu and Akanyu captured her to escape. But it didn't look like she didn't escape by force during
I don't
Akanyu.
know. She
She's
she
not
got
OP
away.
as we think.
She got away. She's not
She
she's not
got away.
captured.
I think there's another reason to that. Just like how Law,
So
like
she's
therefore
kind of
he's still OP
formidable.
as well. I reckon she's not that strong from the looks of it.
I'm trying to figure out how she got away too, because she was chained up and Akainu was on his way.
Right.
And Akanya she did get captured because
Well, she could have shrunk.
I,
Well, no,
I,
she couldn't shrink because if they use sea stone cuffs.
Yeah. She couldn't use her
yeah,
powers.
she can't use the
Right.
power, so
I
maybe I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Who knows?
Mm.
Hmm.
And
Who knows?
I
But
think the only
yeah.
reason Jury Bunny's bounty is so high too. I think this is because they dealt food and their value for the world government. I think that's why the bounty was so
Yeah,
high at
she's
the time.
insane. She's
So
crazy.
I want to put a power up there.
Back to
In
this.
my opinion.
Back to this. This Sanji thing. Look, guys.
Okay. What was I talking about? Sunday?
We've got to get like some type of. We've got to get on a consensus. Like you can't just power. Sanji.
No, I'm just.
If Sanji beats this guy,
Yeah.
Aruj has to be the worst supernova. He has to be.
Either or Sanji's just really strong and we all underestimated Sanji. Or
We
that.
just gave. I helped Game and gave in and saying that Blackbeard was superior. You gotta give us that, Grant. You gotta give us that.
I don't hate with you hate Blackbeard. I don't hate Blackbeard.
You gotta at least say
I don't know.
Sanji's on the level of these top tier characters.
Sanji is because he is.
I agree.
Because
I agree. Like
all the L's
he
Sanji
is.
is taking. Luffy and Zoro is taking equal L's. Luffy lost to Caesar, but we don't call him trash. Zoro lost to the Jerry Kublas. We don't call him trash. But when Sanji takes an L,
but
we take
you know
that
what?
away.
Like Luffy has like counterbalances. He lost to someone like that, but he's beaten stronger characters.
And he also beat Caesar.
Sanji.
He did.
But he lost to
He like
Caesar.
one shot that nigga.
He lost to Caesar
did one shot
off of
that.
technicality because he didn't know. Like all the losses that Luffy low-key had, he didn't know about his opponent. That's literally the same thing as Sanji as well. But I'm not gonna get on that. At the same time, it's the same thing for Zoro's argument. He didn't know about the Yeti Cool brothers and what they was capable of. It's like every time these mugs then lost, it's because they did not know about their opponent. But in the sense of when Zoro was sitting there with Monet, Zoro knew what Monet was capable of. He saw what she could do, and he also knew like, oh, I could work this shit.
Zoro beat
Let me
Rock.
go ahead and put my presence on top of her and everything else. Oh, okay, yeah.
Well,
Then it's just like, oh, well, we know Zoro can win this battle, and those just his ferocity and the way he is, and how vicious he is, and just that killing intent. It is what it is. The same way with Zoro going against the Tenryubito.
Monet.
You know,
oh wait,
him
can I ask
shooting
you?
at him and everything else. He was gonna tear this
Yeah.
man up.
He was. Yeah.
You know,
Okay, let me ask you this: what rule L has Sanji actually taken? Like where he's on the floor and he's locked, so people have the legs around him on his chest, and he's knocked out. Has Sanji taken any that L like that?
he lost to Khalifa. He lost to Khalifa.
That's a
No,
very
no.
specific.
Point
He
some
lost to
skip. Point some
Khalifa.
skip. Point some
He
skip. We know he
lost.
can.
He lost to Don Flamingo.
Wait,
It
did he
was
a
lose to
Don
Flamingo or
Flamingo.
was the fight interrupted? Was the fight
Yeah.
interrupted or did he lose or was it interrupted?
He would have been dead if the fight wasn't interrupted.
Dead?
He's lucky the fight
What?
was interrupted.
We seen.
Look.
Wait,
Okay,
He's
well,
lucky
how?
the fight was
Okay,
interrupted.
let me
okay.
ask
When he
something.
got back to the ship
Luffy,
and he found out Doflamingo fought with strings, he then knew. He then at that moment in time he was planning on how to beat him.
Stop. No.
okay,
No, I'm not giving you
You're not gonna give me no type of credit in saying that. Sanji, the strategist.
I'm not giving you that, man.
I don't
Oh
know if
my!
Sanji. I don't know if all we've seen Law take, all the damage Law take from Doflamingo attacking Luffy. I wouldn't say Sanji would have only died from one attack from Doflamingo. I wouldn't
was
say
taught.
that.
Sanji
Would have
was
died from
taught.
one attack from Doflamingo when Law has taken millions of attacks from Doflamingo and survived?
Yeah. Why is that so hard to
And
believe? You don't think Law's
and
more
the fight
durable
was
than Sanji?
okay. So
I don't think so.
Zoro took L to Vitora.
No.
You think
What about the
Law
L?
can
Zoro
take
took
two and L? What did
Zoro
he
took
take?
L.
You think Law's doing that?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
You don't think so?
Okay. First of all, Luffy's to survive a full bolt of Sanji a full bolts and bolts from Enel. Well, Zoro go like basically two shot it, but Enel with other people. So how we not just gonna forget about that L, but no bring up Sanji's L's all the time, but no bring up Zoro's L. Come on.
What? This is not a Sanji versus Zoro thing. Like,
Okay,
I don't
not
even know how
Sanji
that
versus
came
Zoro, but I'm
into
just saying.
existence.
But Zoro did. Okay, but the point is that if Zoro would have been in the same situation as Sanji with Snack, nobody would have said anything. People would be like, yeah. People say Aruj would still
Right.
be safe, and didn't
Look, no, because I
Kid-
still would have been questioning the power scaling of the supernova.
but Kid did lose to Snack though, Snack or Supernova, which is the
Like,
Flamingo
yes,
level. So how can we
yes,
give him Sanji else from
yes,
that? But no,
yes, I would have been
Kid.
happy. I would have been happy that Zoro was fighting Snack, but I still would have been like, yo, this kind of throws things in the whack.
Why would you be happy if Zoro was fighting Snack, but
I
not
don't know,
Sanji?
man. It's just biasness, bro.
I mean, I just, I like Zoro. I don't know if you guys realized or not, but I might like Zoro.
I mean, we like Zoro too. I'm not putting Zoro. I'm not. Look. I already told you, Zoro is stronger than Sanji. I'm admitting that.
Whoa!
At the same time,
I think this is the thing. I think you guys think I hate Sanji. I
don't think you hate Sanji. I don't think you put respect on Sanji's name.
Oh. Okay.
Hey man, that's what the brother of Sanji trying to change.
No, I'm just saying it's just a question. It's like it's just the fact that if Sanji is going to beat someone as powerful as we believe Snack to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
All I posed was the question is, what does that do to the ordering of the supernova? That's it.
He doesn't do anything.
Oh,
We just put Sanji because we all know Sanji is supernova level though, but he's just not a supernova. It wasn't named, but he is supernova level. We can't take that away from Sanji. So we can't say we can't scale nobody down because we know where Sanji is. Sanji and Zoro, wherever Zoro is in the supernova scale, Sanji's there too, just alongside Zoro. Because matchups do matter though. We can't say Zoro can beat Sanji in a one-on-one battle because matchups do matter.
Based on how we power scale, based on how we did that, you would have Sanji as the second strongest.
I would.
Yeah.
I just say Rouge got stronger from the fight and just using his intensity of hockey. Well, okay.
You said a Rouge got stronger.
Okay, I think the same people can beat an opponent and we still can tell which one is strong and just from how the fight ended. Say if Sanji beats Snack and he stands up but can't fight another fight, but then Rouge beat Snack and got up, and Stu was up and Stu fought another fight after that. We can say Rouge is stronger than Sanji just because he could do more after the fight from that.
Okay,
So just because Sanji beats the same opponent is making him strong or strong as Rouge.
At
Rouge should still be
worst,
strong.
at the worst possible outcome, he's your third strongest then.
Oh no. And you gotta think about matchups. How bad was the matchup between Snack and Rouge? How bad are the matchups with then that prevented Rouge from defeating Snack much easier? They could be. We haven't seen Snack's powers yet, so we can't say that yet. Until we see Snack's powers and his Delphi, I don't know. Matchups could have came into play between the fight between Rouge and Snack. So I'm just gonna wait until I see the fight between Sanji and Snack first before I can say anything.
So you don't see anything wrong with that.
I don't see how y'all devaluing Snack just because of his bounty.
But
that's kind of weird. Bounties don't mean that much no more. We've seen bounties go crazy.
But if bounties don't mean that much, then anybody could be dope. That's what I'm getting at.
Just because Doflamingo does have a bounty of 300 and something. So yeah, I know his bounty got frozen, but
yeah,
I know his bounty got frozen, but before he became a warlord, I wouldn't believe he was weaker than Zoro right now. I'll say Zoro at the time when he became warlord. I'll say he's stronger than Zoro at that time. But his bounty was low.
We don't know. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't know where he was when he became warlord. But yeah, 600. That's low.
Cause I think what's his name? Who's the newest warlord? Thing.
I don't know. Weevil.
Yeah, Weevil.
He became a warlord 2 years ago. I think his bounty was somewhere in the 300, right, or 400s.
I don't know.
No, I thought he was a 600 too.
Wait, was it? Weevil's bounty?
Did we find that out? I don't know if we found that out.
I think we did.
I thought they said it.
Yeah, I thought they said it too. Weevil's bounty.
Weevil One Piece. Somebody said Weevil Underwood. I ain't never heard of that name.
That's what's his name?
Who?
That's the dude from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh.
And that's his last name, Underwood. That is his last name. Yeah, okay, so his bounty is 480 million and it's frozen.
See, and he became a warlord in between the thing. But now we see I'll say he's first division commander right now. So bounties don't really matter that much, to be honest.
So why are we devaluing Snack at 600?
Yeah, I'm not. He's devaluing Snack just because his bounty 600 and Pearl's because Sparrow. I think because Sparrow's bounty 700. That's why.
You don't see a problem with that. I'm literally the only person that sees a problem with that. Really?
See a problem with Big Mom crew having a big dope bounty list? No, I don't. That's the same as Straw Hats. Usopp got 200 mil.
This is wild.
Sanji has 177. Jinbei is now on there at his amount. Luffy has 500 mil.
Wild. Are we really doing this?
Zoro has 320 mil. What are we supposed to do?
Are we really doing this?
What's Jinbei's bounty? Isn't it 500?
How does the Straw Hats not count?
They don't, because we're following the Straw Hats. We're able to understand why someone like Usopp has a stronger bounty than what's his name? Sanji.
Okay. So if we take that same logic and we apply it to Snack, and we say Snack has 600 million, maybe he's not supposed to have 600 million because based on this. Or we can even apply it to Cracker. Cracker wouldn't have that amount of bounty if it wasn't for the cracker bodies that he's inside of. Because if he ever received pain, Cracker's bounty would be significantly less.
I can agree with
Or
that.
would have been higher if because we know snack in his real form is stronger than a snack in the in the thing form in the
Not
armor form.
necessarily true, because he's using that protective armor so he doesn't get hit. If he gets hit, even then he said what, a pinch or something like that, he's done.
A pinch? No. But why did he go back to that armor form then? If he's stronger in that armor form than he is in his normal form and stuff like that.
I don't think he's strong in his normal form. I think he's able to wield his sword a little better, so that pretzel roll and everything else, he can utilize those attacks better. Like everybody on Big Mom Crew got a dope ass weapon. I'll admit that as well.
He can deal more damage. That means he's stronger.
He's strong in his normal form, because remember he was able to cut Gear 4 Luffy.
Yeah,
he's able to cut through his.
I don't think he's stronger than his cracker form in his normal form.
He just can't take a hit. Like that's all it is.
It's like a boxer with a glass jaw. Like imagine Mike Tyson with a glass jaw. Really?
But he made it a big deal though. He made it a big deal. Like he was like, oh no one's ever seen me in outside my armor form.
That's true. No one has seen him.
Like he was like putting like his armor form as a weaker Moid, so no one has even defeated his weaker Moid. His weaker version of himself. And he's trying to hype himself up. Like no one has defeated a weaker version of myself. But look at me now. This is my real form, which I'm stronger in, and nobody has even made me. So yeah, he's trying to hype himself up.
No, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that logic. I do. I also see the opposite side of it is not saying like this is promoting it more as like this is my weaker form. Saying like my form is this strong that nobody has ever seen. This my true body. Like I'm pretty much bragging of how strong this is because nobody has ever seen. Not in the sense of like, well, I got this mask on that is so weak. It's strong, but it's weak to the sense that to everybody else, like it's stronger than that, but it's weak to me. So y'all not gonna be able to see me anyway. Oh, you broke through. Now you're one of the only few people to see it because it's kind of like Big Mom territory. Cracker's body was like Big Mom territory. Once Luffy was able to break through that, you knew he was going to be able to break through her forces and everything else.
But in my opinion, I reckon the move he used against Cracker was stronger than a Kong. I think he can survive a Kong gun himself, but I reckon the move Luffy used on him was like too strong. Because he did like push him in, then use greater force to push him out. Then he did hit himself against the other Cracker biscuit. Then he went flying. Then hit himself through the trees and other stuff like that.
You think he can survive a Kong gun?
Yeah, I think he's not getting one shot by a Kong gun. I just reckon, Luffy would just went normal gear 4 and punched him. But he chose to go into Tank Man for a certain reason. And in the anime,
he had to go into Tank Man so fat.
Well, yeah, because he got full version.
No, but Tank Man is different form though. He's in the anime, is Tank Man stuffed version. No full version.
Yeah.
So that indicates that Tank Man is a different form from the normal Gear 4.
True, because it was a lot bigger than what normal Tank Man would look like because it's stuffed, it's overly full.
Yeah.
But I think that's what Graham was saying, like because he used that attack because he went Tank Man because he was full,
But he could have done. I don't know.
I've seen him still getting wrecked by a Kong gun along with. I feel like Kong gun was the equivalent to that cannon attack.
The cannon? You know what was weird too? That Tankman had like his robbery form was harder than the normal Gear 4 because he couldn't penetrate it.
Oh yeah.
Because I think in the anime, I think he didn't. Was it so black when he sliced Luffy's arm in the anime?
No, I don't think so.
It was in hockey.
It was in hockey.
Oh, was it?
I gotta check the anime.
Well, you said in the anime or the manga?
In the manga, I don't know. I don't think it was in the
In the
manga.
manga, I remember his sword being black when he cut Luffy. In anime, I didn't
was
pay
it?
attention to it.
What
Yeah.
about the end? At the end was it black too?
In the anime, I don't remember.
I'm gonna quickly watch it. Luffy versus Crack. I'll just say, because if he's, why didn't he go back in his armor form then to be more protected? If he's the same strength though, if he's stronger in his if it doesn't really matter if he comes out or not. He would, because he wasn't really fighting. He was mostly behind behind his he was letting his things fight for him. His and most of the fight Luffy was in normal form, so he couldn't do any damage anyway. If you know what I mean, Luffy, most of the fight, Luffy wasn't in Gear 4, he was in his regular form. But Cracker never went back into his armor form though, even though he knows Luffy couldn't break it. I think because he could create another one. So I don't know. It's weird.
I think it's because Cracker's armament was so strong. He prided himself essentially, or he had pride in the fact that his armor was so strong that he never had to worry about showing his face. You know,
Exactly.
that's all it was. And because Luffy was able to break through, they like, oh, okay, well, I just got to make more biscuits in order to keep him from touching me. So I don't want to be a touched attack, nothing like that. And as soon as it happens, I'm done. That's why, like, this man, I don't think he's coming back into. I really feel like he's the one in the infirmary now. Because initially I thought it was
I think
Snack.
so too.
I just think it's Cracker now. Like, because he ain't getting back up. He's done.
I don't think he is even. Yeah.
Well, you think Cracker's not getting back up? Cracker?
No, he's done.
Nah, he's done for the arc.
Yeah,
For real?
Yeah.
I think so.
Luffy must have fucked him up.
Yeah. Luffy don't play, man.
Luffy's a beast, bro. What the fuck? I'm watching the anime now, and his sword's like his sword is like on this like light in his sword.
Is it dark purple or whatever?
I'm assuming now. They're still clashing. Oh, and I think there's no haki in his. He didn't put haki. It looks like the sword ain't just normal color when it goes sucked in.
Oh, you talking about when he went Gear 4? Tank Man?
Tank Man. I think he didn't use it. I don't know if he used haki or not.
I thought he did on that pretzel thing. I'm not too sure. That was a while back.
Right.
I'm just watching now. It looks like he put in haki in his blade. I think he ran out of haki. Oh no, he wasn't. He didn't use Billy. Use haki. I don't know.
You can say. I think he did run out. I think he did run out of haki.
Oh.
So Luffy been fighting. I mean, if we include them ants that they fought when they got stuck in that gelatin, like he's been fighting since then in the forest. Mm-hmm. Cracker in the forest for 11 hours. The 1,000 Army, Sanji, got captured, fought some more 1,000 Army, sitting and waiting. Then gets the bento box. They come up with a plan. They have a little bit of time to rest. What, about an hour, 2 hours? Yeah. Maybe? Because they was even capturing animals in the forest to make for the plan. And then the Cape, somewhat of a fight there a little bit. And then nonstop fighting running and fighting with Katakuri. So this dude's pretty much been fighting for roughly about maybe 18 to 20 hours.
I know, right? Luffy's a beast.
That shit crazy.
We got guys fighting for 5 days, 10 days, and stuff like that. So we starting to see Luffy hit this day status.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like seeing this stuff is just dope. I started totaling this up when y'all was talking about it. I'm just like, oh, okay. So Luffy really is like doing this.
Yeah, that's why I put Luffy.
So what do we think? What do we think about Snake Man?
Snake Man. I just think he's more agile and he can like stretch and be. I think he will be a lot thinner. Won't be big as he is in Bondman. So he'll be able to and I reckon when he does a Kong punch, he's gonna like when he does like a fist, he's gonna pull it in and he's gonna twist his fist at the same time. So when he punches, he's gonna go in a swirly. He's gonna be kind of swirly when he punches. I think. I reckon that's what he's gonna do.
No, I was saying that when I was telling you guys about Stretch Man, how it's gonna be his speed form. That's what I think Snake Man is essentially gonna be. He gets longer, lankier, and he's faster and stuff like that.
Yeah, because there must be something different from his body where they didn't show it. He only showed his face, so his body must be pretty different.
I'm trying to think of like different versions of snakes, and
maybe it's gonna be like, Anaconda, based on Anaconda.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
I didn't think of that. Because I mean, okay, just think. Well, I can't even think of one on the island because somebody kept saying like they seen a snake on the island, but I ain't never see it.
The probably talking about.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it either.
Yeah.
What about?
So I was gonna try to go back and look, but
the snake on the bow of the girl.
Is a snake where?
You know the girl's bow? That was a snake. We're talking about that.
You talking about Boy Hancock?
Yeah. The girl blonde hair from Bo Hancock's tribe. She was there, and she was a snake on the bow.
Oh God.
Wow. I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like he's gonna look like one of like the snake tribe people, like kind of longer neck in a sense, longer limbs, kind of how he does his culvering a little bit, being able to attack in those type of sense, but just able to retract different limbs to kind of grow longer, like appendages. So his head can shrink in, so his arm can go a lot longer, and foot can go a lot longer, something like that. Kind of like a mix with a turtle, no matter what. In a way,
it's gonna be a hype chapter.
You all reckon the notion that the community has that Law, Kid, and Luffy are the strongest supernovas is wrong? Because we have seen Law is not that strong no more. So that image of them three that stood up back as her body being the strongest ones, I think that's out. So I'm not gonna hype Kid. I'm gonna put Kid pretty low on my list now.
Damn.
So I'll put X Drake as the second strongest after Luffy, to be honest. So X Drake, from what we've been seeing from him, he's a beast, fucking up everybody.
I don't know. We got to see Kid, man. Right?
Kid's dead, bro. He unconscious in Kaido.
We don't know. Now that I think about it, we don't know who Kid fought.
He probably fought
maybe he fought the fifth Sweet Commander.
That's funny. That's funny. He said he fought Oven. That is funny. That is fucking funny.
Hey, first of all, let me tell you something. Hey, as much as y'all disrespect Sanji because he lost to Doflamingo, Kid did lose to Snack, who Doflamingo is probably stronger than, and
that's funny.
Hey, the same disrespect y'all give Sanji for taking that L, I'm giving Kid to give him that L.
Did he? I don't know. I'm saying, did he lose? I don't know if he lost to Snack.
If he lost to Crack or what, I don't know. The fact that Luffy could break the Biscuits soldier and Kid can't, that make Kid, I don't know, that's a bad look for him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I'll say he fought Snack.
He's still weaker than Luffy.
If he fought Snack, he's right above Killer on that list.
That's yeah, exactly. You're not lying. Because that's awful.
Hey man, we never know. Killer could be a beast. That name is
stronger than this captain. That'll be funny. That is the ultimate disrespect to Kid.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe the fact that we think that the Kid is stronger than Killer is disrespect to Killer.
That's funny.
From what I see now, Kid is in the
funny.
cage, all damage with no arm, with a robotic arm and shit. He's dead. Oh my.
The disrespect, man.
Mm-hmm.
Disrespect.
Man, I just need the fight with Sanji and Snack to happen so he can just go ahead and solidify this. And then once he take my man's out and takes Oven out and everybody else.
Oda can't do that. Like
he will.
I already know that Sanji is already equivalent to most of the supernovas and is in the supernova level. This fight is gonna solidify that for the rest of the community. They'll start putting respect on Sanji's name, putting below all the supernovas. Because people say Sanji ain't a supernova, so he ain't supernova level, and he can't have the same potential as everyone else in the supernovas. But I say no to everybody, and this fight's gonna prove it. That's all I'm waiting for.
He can't do that. Oda can't do that, man.
Why
can't Oda do that?
He just need to be smart and make Sanji and somebody else take on Snack, or just keep Snack away.
Really
just make Sanji fight Oven.
Why?
Make
But
Sanji fight Oven.
Make
him shit on Oven. And
even
everybody
in German
like Sanji. It'll be fine.
Even in German comes.
It'll be fine.
Matchups wise, Yonji, who he fighting? Raisin. Reiju, who she fighting? You know what I'm saying? She gonna go help out Jinbei with Smoothie now. What? You know, I mean, then we got Brownie and Yule Log or whatever the other one named Yuon. Whatever his name is.
No, because I think the way I think that the rest of the arc is gonna go, Jinbei and the rest of the crew, they're keeping Smoothie preoccupied. Capone keeping Big Mom occupied. So Cocoa Island, everybody on that island, Sanji and the rest of Germa have to take out.
I don't know the fact that Oda would place Snack right there where Sanji is going and where Joma's gonna go to. It just seems like it'd be a waste. Sanji doesn't fight Snack by himself and prove himself.
Yeah, because he gonna make Sanji and his brothers. Oh, now that'd be hard. He's gonna make them.
Yeah, you really hate your Sanji doing that. You were so happy that Sanji making the cake and wasn't getting an extra fight.
What's wrong with the cake? What's wrong with him making the cake?
No, I'm just saying you were happy that you thought Sanji's gonna make the cake and that's all he was gonna do in the arc, didn't you? You and Black were so happy about that, huh? And now Sanji's actually Oda is setting up a fight, just like how he set up a fight between how he gave evidence that Luffy and Katakuri was on a fight, and people were saying no, and then they ended up fighting. Then he's doing the same for Sanji and Snack. Then people were denying it. That's gonna happen.
No, I think it was more apparent that Luffy's gonna fight Katakuri than this one is more apparent than that. I don't understand why you guys want to break the power scale. Like, I don't understand why you guys are so like
we know
on
that Sanji's as strong as the rest.
I'm not trying to destroy it. I'm trying to help build it better.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me now. Sanji and Aruj fight. How is Sanji doing against Aruj?
Aruj should beat Sanji. Like, you should beat him.
What difficulty?
Oh, like, probably like mid. Mid-diff.
Yeah. What about Zoro?
Mid-diff.
Did he mid-diffing Zoro?
he should struggle a little with Zoro.
Whoa.
Just a little.
Struggle a little bit?
Just a little.
So is he still mid-diff?
It's technically a mid-diff. Yeah, technically.
Damn,
It'll look
It's
better.
still a mid-diff.
It'll look better though.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Damn. We have
He
seen
is-
hockey takes the advantage of swords, so swords don't really mean nothing no more. Since hockey now isn't hockey, so yeah, so I wouldn't say Zoro has a better chance with
But
Sanji.
shit, if Sanji can beat this guy, then no, that's not happening anymore.
But
Sanji is clearly
the thing is with Sanji do better against Zoro just because he's faster, and Orochi is not a fast person. He's more of a slow person, so Sanji would have a better chance against Orochi than Zoro.
no, because Aruja's whole thing is taking damage
Mm-hmm.
and then dealing it back.
How's he dealing when Sanji's too fast for him to hit and he can fly?
Aruj, I don't know.
And he can something. It's all about matchups now. You can be stronger than somebody, but matchups, the matchup doesn't match up. You could lose to the person that you're weaker than.
I don't agree. I do not agree at all.
Wait, what? But there's been matchups where someone's not stronger than somebody, but just
I think that's only when you're comparable to that person. Like if someone's like a little stronger than you.
Comparable to Orochi.
No, I said mid diff. That's not comparable.
Damn.
I'm definitely saying high diff.
Yeah, I'll say it's a draw.
It's a draw. Of course, you say it's a draw. You want Sanji to beat fucking.
I'm just saying the matchups. They don't work. Sanji is too much. The matchup is too huge, so I wish to beat Sanji. So he's more faster. Oh, damn.
I think when you're
Nonsense gonna dip. Damn.
All right, nonsense, man. Go ahead and tell people where they can find you at.
Yeah, sorry about that. Nonsense Nap
You good?
on YouTube and Nonsense Nap 21 on Twitter. I always like Grand Showgun and gamers. Well, what's your new channel, Damon?
The Sanji, the Brotherhood or something.
Brotherhood and Sons. Go like their streams, go like their channels, check them out. They do dope stuff on a daily. All right, look out for them.
All right, nonsense, man.
Y'all
Peace.
later. All right, take it easy.
All right.
Yeah, he's black on our heads. He's black at work.
I don't know what happened to Black. I really don't.
Because he was just talking. He's like, "Your grand put the link in." Then you put the link in,
Right.
and he's gone. I was like, "Damn." But the disrespect, hey man, you gotta reevaluate your power level and the power skills and stuff, and realize Sanji can grow in battle.
Shit, maybe. Shit, you're right. Maybe I do have to.
Luffy did grow too. Luffy did get a huge power up in this fight.
He did.
But Sanji can also get a power up or can grow in, during the fight. So I'll put past order to give Sanji a power up.
Damn, that's crazy.
Hey man, it is, man. It is, but hey, One Piece is a crazy show.
He said One Piece is a crazy show. Oh my goodness, man.
Hey,
that's
if
wild.
Sanji doesn't defeat Snag, then I don't see Zoro being the Shogun.
I mean, we don't know how strong the Shogun is, though.
But he can't be far. He can't be weaker than Snag.
But you know what? I guess you're right, man.
Hell yeah.
I guess you're right.
Because no way the Shogun is weaker than Snag. Then Kaido, the Yonkers, working along with him.
Yeah.
Kaido, if he was weaker than Kaido would be just like, you know what? Fuck him. You kill him and just rule on him.
Yeah. I'd say that. You've convinced me. You convinced me.
Man. Hell, you just gotta think about it, man. That's all you gotta
do. You convinced me. Sanji beating Snag isn't the worst thing.
Yeah. Zoro beating Jack is the worst thing.
That is funny, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
Well,
check.
Jack
To
could be
see.
the first division commander.
What did we say? I think we said third, right?
Yeah, a lot of people think that.
Yeah. I don't
Oh,
see
what
why
the?
not.
People reaching for Snake Man like it's not as pool. I can't wait for this stream. What the?
Who said Snake Man was an ass pull?
Dustin on Twitter 12
Dustin?
hours ago.
Oh
Yeah,
man. Yeah, Dustin was pretty mad.
yeah, I was watching that stream. I was like, damn, what's wrong with him, bro? Thought he was a Luffy fanboy. Hating on Luffy crazy ways.
I don't know. It makes sense why he wouldn't use it. Because we knew he had more forms,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't make sense for him to go to another form if he couldn't hit Katakuri.
Yeah, it just be a waste of gear 4 because he gotta use gear 4 smartly. Because if he runs
Yeah,
out of gear 4,
it'd be a waste.
he's definitely done. He's dead. So Dustin ain't thinking, bro. That Luffy gotta use his head and strategies during this fight, or he's gonna actually die.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Like it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I think the Karakuri versus fight about to end.
Katakuri what?
The Karakuri Luffy fight about to come to an end. I think Oda's
I think
wrapped it up fastly now, so that was good. The pacing was pretty nice in the chapter.
yeah, I agree. I think it's about to come to a close.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, game, man. Are you on this Duel Links, man?
No, I don't want to play that.
On this Duel Links wave, man?
Nah,
Come
man.
on, man. You gotta get
I
on
don't
this
like
Duel Links wave, man. You gotta get on this
I
Duel
don't know,
Links
man.
wave, man. With the rest of the crew,
I
man.
don't know if I like it like that, man. I don't know if I like games like that. It was One Piece and it's a better game than thing I would have played. But I have no memory on my phone too on top of that.
Oh, yeah. All
And
right.
it's a waste of my memory.
So, have you put out a video for this new channel?
Oh no, I only put one video. Is Sanji better swordsman than Zoro? That's just a clip of Sanji using swords. He's a nice. It ain't me talking. I don't got a mic. When I get a mic, I'm gonna actually put like commentary and shit. It's pretty nice.
That's
Evidence
crazy.
evidence of Sanji's strength. But
Yo, honestly, I think your channel is gonna thrive though, man. It's so
man.
like meta
It
and
just depends
almost
how much
trolling.
effort I put. I probably won't put any. Hey, it's no choice. I'm legit, man. This is legit. That's like how the Zoro fanboy channel, and no one thinks to troll this video.
Oh,
Sanji channel.
Oh my god! Go ahead and tell people where they can find you at, man.
You can find me on you can find me on Brotherhood, the Brotherhood of Sanji on YouTube, and you can find me on Gaming So Savage on YouTube, and you can find me on Gaming So Savage on Twitter.
yo, that channel's gonna be crazy. People are gonna love that fucking channel.
I don't want to put up crazy videos when I get a mic though. That's when I gotta get some money too to buy a mic.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Sub to the Brotherhood of Sanji.
I don't put effort in when I get on mic, but no, I just debut showing you guys that I created a channel. But I'll use Gaming So Savage after this. I just using it for this one time, so y'all know that
this
it's out there.
This picture is fucking funny, man. This picture is the best.
Oh yeah. I made that. I think actually this week. I made that picture this week. If you look closely, like it says straw hats on the
straw
chest.
hats on this. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he has a Sanji Jolly Roger on his waist.
Oh shit! I didn't even see that. He has Sanji Jolly Roger.
Yeah, on his waist.
I see. This guy, man. All right, everybody, man. Next week. It's chapter next week, so we'll do predictions and live reactions. Also, I'm catching up to Black Clover. Hopefully, pretty soon I'll be able to review them as well. So yeah, shouts out to that.
Oh shit!
Look who it is.
Ran from the hiatus, huh?
Look, man. I'm always ready. But when I come through.
Oh man, you missed. We had
It's a good
It was
conversation.
me, Game, and Nonsense, and they were convincing me that it's okay for Sanji to beat Snack and be on the same level as Rouge.
It's okay. I'm not saying. I never said it wasn't okay.
Damn, why your voice so low? Yo, your voice pretty low. Wait, what?
Okay. Hold on.
Yep.
That's funny.
Oh yeah.
This picture, man. This guy, man.
Hey man. Hold on, Sanji respect.
Oh my goodness.
Hey man, just like I'm gonna give this. I need to give Sanji some love on YouTube. Then you need some Sanji positivity on YouTube.
Oh God.
The white ones. But I said I never was against Sanji beating Snack. I was never against.
Grant has a problem with it because you put Sanji the same level as Rouge. That's why Grant has such a big problem with it.
Yeah.
Is that a problem, or do we just scale Sanji up just like how Luffy got scaled up in this fight and learned and became stronger during the fight?
So does that mean we scale up Zoro?
Yeah. We scale up Zoro because Zoro and Sanji are in the same level, so we scale them up. I'm not a Zoro hater, man. I don't hate on Zoro. I only hate on Zoro and people hate on Sanji, so I gotta be balanced. I gotta be balanced.
Damn, man.
But I'll say I always gotta admit that Sanji and Zoro are the same level. I'll never put Sanji over Zoro. I always either put them in the same level or I won't say none.
I was fighting it, but I guess I've been talked into it.
Finally, the first Sanji W that people gonna Sanji has been convinced. Now Sanji vs Smoothie.
That's not gonna happen.
Just kidding. Yeah, I know. Sanji don't hate girls. His chivalry is too. He's too of a man.
Now, what was you saying, Black?
I don't even know.
You were saying you never really, you know what I'm saying, was opposed to the fact that Sanji could beat.
I wasn't opposed to it. It's just I just wanted, if we're scaling Sanji to that level, if we're gonna say he's at a Rouge level just based on him fighting Snack, then that's to say that Zoro was already at that level because he was already being comparable to a Rouge. That's all I was gonna say.
Wait, Zoro's already comparable to Rouge?
I mean, if he was in the same class as him, and like his bounty range was comparable to him, that's all I'm saying.
But we know Rouge's bounties have always been low though.
And he tanked the attack from Kuma.
Wait, did he?
Yeah.
I thought you talking about Zoro. I thought you said Zoro thing. Tanked attack from Kuma. But you say, do you mean Zoro or Rouge tanked hit from Kuma?
I was talking about Zoro.
Oh, Zoro. Oh, you mean the final move? Oh, nah, I'll put that more than plot than actual strength. Because no way Zoro will kill Zoro. I don't just see them killing Zoro though. Or anyone else.
I don't know, man.
So, Black, any topics you want to talk about, Black? That because we discussed a lot of topics, but we haven't got your opinion on any of the topics.
Yo, what's up with this read through though?
Wait, what?
He said this read through. I was actually reading a chapter before I started the stream.
Yeah,
It's coming though. I gotta read some more, man. Like now that I got Jamini's box and I can read all the chapters I want.
This box is lit, bro.
Yeah, I bookmarked it, so I will be reading on my off time when I'm not playing Duel Links. I will be reading.
Actually, that's what I think I was about to do until I saw like I had like 25 messages.
All right. All right, Black. Say bye to the people. And I'm gonna get this Duel Link started.
Oh. We're going straight like that. I've been waiting to try out this hero deck. So, all right, you guys, you know where you can find me. Check out my new Black Clover review if you're caught up.
Did you see the message I sent you?
No,
the comment I left.
No, I haven't.
Check your video.
I haven't seen it yet.
God, you too good to reply to your comments, man.
I haven't seen it yet.
What a diva, man.
Oh my God. Here we go.
But nah, check out that video, guys. It was if you guys are caught up with Black Clover, you should definitely check that out.
Things got very sweaty.
That's funny.